all right. Hang on a minute. Mad Kiwi, are you, mate? Hang on. Hang on. I'll drop the feed in, brother. There's it over there in New Zealand. We've had a big fucking storm here today, this afternoon. Fuck's that. Close, brother. Hey, Ozzy, how are you, mate? Links here. Hey, mate, you going? Hang on.
That's right, mate. There we go.
Sorting this shit out. Hang on. Somehow I got fucking two of me there. Remove. It's all right. The computers just come up with a fucking, or some sort of Microsoft warning, and you click it to close the window and it fucking fucked me up. All good. How are you, brother?
Oh, pleased it's Friday, mate. It's been a long week.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And I've just been out. The wife said that we've hired the services of a woman to do a bit of gardening while we're at work, just to clean up the spring growth, because it's been ridiculous. And it's been a nice warm week, and it's going to be rain next week, so it's going to grow all over again. But she's been using 2-stroke fuel mix and the 4-stroke weed trimmer. And so I've poured a bit of petrol down, sort of ungum the bloody rings and cleaned up the spark plug, put fresh fuel in it, and away she went. Yes, please. Can I have one of those too?
He's all right.
Come on.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
Hello, Mrs. Smitty.
Yeah.
What have you been up to, bud?
Oh, like I said, just fucking working a slave.
Yep.
Yeah, about off to see. Oh no, I'm sorry, Monica. It's fucking very late. This time distance and difference is a killer. Because
no, we're
I think it's like 2 a.m. or something over there, isn't it? Which is pretty late.
How's Monica? I haven't seen her for a while.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, Monica. Thanks for popping in. Hey, Slave.
Yeah, the wife's in the lounge watching TV, and I thought I'd better charge this bloody thing if I'm going to go on StreamYard. So
yeah,
got the old cord. I got the cord plugged in.
Yeah. I got that link's up there. Just click on that. You can pop in and have a chat if you want. The link's in the feed there. I'll put it in again. Why not? I know how to steer that. Gov, you're about to fuck off to Tasmania, aren't you? Soon? Yeah, 12/22, yeah. Happy Friday. Awesome, thanks, Monica.
Yep, another 2.5 hours and it'll be the 14th.
Yeah, exactly. Waiting the wife to call. Yeah, no worries, mate. All good. Maybe in 6 months.
This doesn't look good, does it, Smitty?
Hey?
This doesn't look good at all, does it?
What that?
I'm in bed with Smitty.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just comfortable.
I'm in my fucking garage. In my workshop. In my garage.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be.
No, it's been a busy week. Just full on. It was sort of a nice day today. I was like the floater with the concrete. So I did one trip with 50 MPa, which is super strong, sticky concrete, to the guys that make power poles. And then I took one load to the new CBD they're building in Invercargill. But when you come back, you'll be able to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're definitely gonna fly over next time and get a van and fucking trek around next time for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I can put you in touch with blokes that have got bikes as well, you know, like my mate Richie in Dunedin, he's got two bikes. He's got an Indian Scout and he's got what is it, a 600 twin Yamaha from 1980, which is a bit of I think it's an XS 650 or something.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, it's 2 wheels and it's got an engine.
Yeah, or if we get holiday over there, we'll be mainly in a fucking camper van or something and trek around and see.
Yeah.
Too much to hire bikes, much as I love to, with Mrs. Smitty and a osteo. It's that's why I've got the 4-wheel drive and we're getting out and about and that now.
Yeah.
It's taking up some time. Fucking way behind on recording videos on that. I just jotted down a few things and a few rides to do on my bike. Now the weather's warming up and I've got to get out and catch up and get some more bike content out there because everything's just 4-wheel drives at the moment. But
well, there's good content on that too, bud.
Yeah, that's fun too. That's showing you all the lookouts and what you don't get to see in a car. That's a good thing about it. We've lived here for fucking 19 years now. In the last 6 months, I just had to do another oil change the other day. I've done 5,000 Ks in the 4B already. And I just paid for the rego last week. So in 3 or 4 months, we've done 5,000 Ks and bush, and we enjoyed every minute of it. And like a car just driving up and down the highway, yeah, that's fun, but get a 4-wheel drive and just go bush. Like there's so much to do, so much to see.
You got a cruiser, haven't you?
What's that? No, I've got a Navara dual cab. Yeah, with a canopy. I've just put shelves in it, so put all the 4-wheel drive gear and food. We've got fucking heaps of fridges and rooftop tent and the awning and all that, and just got to get a winch now to be that bit more secure, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. But I know exactly what you mean.
You got to know your limits, which you do. If anything's too tempting, everything's tempting for me, but like if everything's too treacherous, then you just got to be real with yourself and know not to do it.
Well, that's the thing. Unless you're in a built-up area, you don't really need a winch because you'll be traveling with mates. But when you go in bush in Aussie, you need everything and the kitchen sink.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, we did before the other month. Me and the missus did a week and a half up the coast. That raw footage of the holiday and camping That was the best holiday. We just jumped into the car, loaded it up, and went. Booked in the national parks and camped where we wanted to and where we could, and it was awesome.
But,
Like the best spots. Going back, we're gonna go back. Like we stopped at 3 and stayed at 3 spots, and Blackrock. We'll go there and stay there a week. That other one near Stewart's Point, it's called Brookham. That one right on the point that I showed you one. That's another one. You could probably do a weekend of there, but also another week. But and then all the other ones are nice and close and handy, and it's a weekend away, and fucking throw the fire pit and all that in the back and esky, and that's it. Don't need much food, you just need esky.
It's quite funny, we're both about the same age, or probably exactly the same age, but when we get to our age, we're thinking, oh shit, I must do another left right trip and see where it takes us, or just jump on the ute and go and find out where you end up. Like I remember as a young fella taking the old VJ Valiant and the 500 litre towable bloody beer bowser towed behind the car, and we made a wee notch in the back of the tailgate, and we put the tubes in the bloody power lead to pump the beer through into the car. 4 tanks of gas, and probably where did we end up? We ended up the west coast, round Arthur's Pass, and heading back down Christchurch down the east coast.
Yeah.
But the good thing about the Bowser is if what beer we didn't drink, we could take back and get a refund.
Yeah. Yeah. She was going to pop in too. I'll have to fucking get in touch with her on Insta. She said she set the reminder, but that would have been to the other one. But Dark Rose, I was going to chat with her, but she had to pull out because of personal reasons. But next month I'll talk to her. She's awesome. She's clairvoyant. She does. She's got a gift. I don't know. That's what I want to ask her about. When did she know she had the gift and all that? And was it hard growing up with it and shit like that? But she actually gets the feelings and sees stuff, and it's pretty. I can't wait to chat to her about it. Tarot cards and reading and all that. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah. My ex-wife was very spiritual, and she used to hear voices when she was running through the paddocks over in the UK when she was a young kid, And when she stopped running, they disappeared. So they were running with it, basically. But I've met a lot of people that are spiritual, and everybody's got the gift, but it's up to them whether they choose to proceed with it.
Oh, exactly right.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, true.
So I'll call you, was it 13 questions on the 13th or something, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 13 questions on the 13th. It's like about your channel and all that. You sort of half did it with Yo-Yo and me yourself.
Oh, okay. Yep.
When Yo-Yo was on, it was hitting her up with the questions. You sort of, I don't know how far you went through.
I think I ran out of battery, didn't I?
Yeah, I think you did.
I just disappeared.
But I know I've got plenty lined up that want to do it and all that. But the American ones are hard because you've got to be on the weekend and sort of midday for us, for them, for their night time. And it's too short a notice to sort of line anyone up for this one. So I just thought, me and Yo-Yo always wanted to have a fucking drinky session. I thought, I'll just throw a fucking happy hour this time and see who we get. I know it's short notice, but hey, Ola did make it. I thought you were working, mate. I'll bung the link in. I don't know if you can chat since he's at work, but I can bung that in there again.
We can do all sorts of things until we get caught.
That's what they say, isn't it? There's a link, brother. He said hit me with a link, so.
Yep. No, just turned 9:30.
Fridge is full. I'm set. What about fucking toasted sandwich? I think that's about it. I haven't even had that, actually, to tell you the truth.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So what's that northern stuff like? Is it good?
It's not bad. It's the one my wife drinks, so she said you can buy as much of that as you want. So
There you go. Problem solved.
That's it. It's fucking awesome. How are you, brother?
What's going on?
Which way are we going here? Yeah, we're trying to work out which way to do this. Probably the other.
Push.
That's better. How's work, mate?
Hold up.
Fucked up.
Hey?
What the fuck?
Turn your phone sideways, bud.
There you go. Kitty, say something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you hear?
yeah.
All good.
It was all static. Like you were talking, it was all static. Now it's working.
Oh, it's fucking probably here. We just had a bit bad storm go through and fucking it's just been raining the Savo.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
could have
StreamYard has not been very kind to my iPhone lately, so.
been. That's it. So, what do you do? Hello, what do you do for crust?
What now?
What do you work? Yeah, what do you do for work?
I work at an asphalt company.
All right, so you do all the roads. Like
Well,
there's plenty here that need fixing.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm night shift supervisor, but I'm actually a welder electrician
Yeah, okay, yeah.
for maintenance. So
No, that's cool.
Isn't that funny? I think we've spoken to Holler about this before because my brother owns an asphalt company.
yes, yeah, we did in somebody else's live stream. I can't remember whose it was though.
I can't remember either. It was fucking ages ago.
Yeah.
I'm
I've seen
you.
Seen you pop in a couple, chatting probably with Prairie or someone else or one of the other lives and that and kicking on and the ATVs. But no, thanks for subbing, man. That's awesome. And popping on.
Yeah, no deal, no problem, man, no problem.
Yeah.
I'm always down, especially at night because I'm awake. I'm at work. It's fun. It's 25 degrees right now, which is for you guys because y'all go off Celsius, right?
Yeah, it's Celsius, sort of half that, isn't it?
Let's see, 0 is right at 32 degrees, so 25 degrees be what I think it'd be -2 or -3, something like that.
Yeah, fucking cold. that's fucking cold for us.
It was 25 degrees here today. It was bloody good.
Yeah, well, yeah, 25 is like 50 here or something like that, or 70.
Yeah. Excuse me. Fuck, 25 in the high 20s. That's fucking perfect degrees, I reckon. It's like not too hot, and you can have a jumper on if you need to, or just fucking have a long sleeve shirt on.
Yeah.
That's
ideal
temperature. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not here. 25 degrees here. I'm freezing my balls.
Yeah, fucking minus something, wasn't
it?
Yeah. We were cooking here today, bud. Cooking.
Yeah, 25 degrees for you is fucking steaming. It's like 40 degree day. Kiwi.
Yeah, I know. Sort of 12 degrees is a nice fucking temperature. You can work in it.
Yeah, you're only fucking 4 miles from the fucking Arctic. Down the bottom.
Yeah.
It's not very far. We went to Tassie fucking years ago. Fucking doesn't seem like a long time ago, but I think it was about 5-6 years ago. And we went to Port Arthur, which is a old fucking historical jail and medieval or old fucking forts and jails and all that there. And they had a lookout, and it was only fucking, it was like I just said, it was only like about 4 miles, 330 k's to the fucking Arctic, which is the fucking South Pole. And it had a roaring 40. The wind come through, and fuck, it was cold. We just ended up going into the fucking cabin and turning the heater on. But you guys are lower. I know New Zealand's fucking lower than Tassie.
Yeah.
On the map. Yeah.
Because you down in New Zealand, you still get snow, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, New Zealand's fucking Park Glacier.
Yeah.
How far? Yeah. I'm still doing it. I've got fucking 2 episodes of our cruise we did around New Zealand. Gordon seen the 2 Kiwi riders and Dan the man, they drove us around Dunedin and the South Island and everything. And when we sail into Milford Sounds, all that national park, which is on the South Island and on the west coast, it's all fucking glacier. We cruised in and it was fucking snowing. There was snow on the mountains and cold. You had to fucking put a jumper on that morning, I tell you.
Huh.
And did you meet the West Coasters, the sandflies and the mosquitoes?
We're in the ship. Fuck that. I'm right anyway. The missus is a fucking mozzie zapper. She fucking sandflies and mozzies, she gets fucking eaten first. She goes, I'm getting eaten. I said, bullshit. And then she shows me. She's got a lump on her. I was like, right, okay, yeah. And then she walks inside. So I'll be in another half hour. I got a couple more tinnies there and I'll fucking put the fire out. Yeah. It's like Aussies, they're checking Milford Sounds. It was amazing. It is good.
Yeah.
Mark, how you doing, mate?
Mars, the bloody Holden lover.
There's a link in there, Mars, if you want to fucking pop in. Make the screen a bit more equal. I think I'm only allowed fucking 4. I'm not.
You're not paying. You're allowed 6.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, fuck paying. I'm not paying.
Yeah.
Paying enough as it is.
Yeah, if you pay, you get 12 or 10 or 12, I think.
Really? Nah, fuck that. If you're too crowded, you still wouldn't see anyone on the screen.
Yeah. And then it get everybody talking over each other, and it gets fucking.
Yeah, it gets too fucking confusing.
Yeah.
It just depends on which shiny head you can see.
I need a fucking haircut.
So do
I can't handle a week's growth now. I just fucking shave like.
See, usually I'm bald, but it's cold out, so I grow my hair
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, it's going into winter time for you guys, or just after fall and in the winter. So, yeah.
You guys are into your summer,
I
aren't
understand that. It's like I hate having a beard too. I wanted to shave this off yesterday, but winter time you just fucking let it grow. There's Nate. Cheers, Nate. Thanks for popping in. He's another fucking Kiwi.
Nathan.
I said, wasn't Governor in here earlier, or wasn't he in the
Yeah,
side?
he was in the side. He's waiting for a phone call. I say his missus must have. Oh, there he is. He's Governor. Hey, brother.
Hey, thought why not? When she calls the rules.
Yeah. Just mute.
How you going?
Yeah, good. Got beer now. Ola's the only one working, so he can't drink.
All I got is coffee.
You got a coffee. I got a fucking gentleman back over in the corner. I've got to jump the 2 bikes to get it. Here's Mrs. Mars. Kaz is in there. Hey, Kaz, how you going? Awesome.
Hey, nah, can't see without those.
That fucking that sissy bar on Miss Kiwi's bike's pretty badass.
That's fucking awesome. I reckon it was great how they did that whole episode how they did the welding course to do it. That was mad.
Yeah, that's pretty badass. I really.
And then when they got to the point of putting it on, and they realised they could have added more detail to it to make it more truth and realistic about the web, they fucking grinded it off and fucking fixed it.
Yeah.
I tip my hats off to them to do that, because like it'd annoy me too, I reckon, if you fucking you just look at that all the time. You just have to fix it.
Did they get it all polished up and nickel plated at the end or not?
Oh, it's got it all painted. It's all black and red with the Black Widow on the back of it.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
It looks mad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they just rode. Yeah, Big Bert's there. They just rode up to Mount Cook. That's on the South Island, isn't it? North of the South Island.
Yep, Mount Cook from me, where I'm lying in my bed right now, would be probably 4 hours drive.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's fucking nice around here. What they fucking put up there. Plenty of rabbits. You can go rabbit shooting by the looks of it.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't get caught.
There's a big car show on down in Matara tomorrow, or actually all weekend.
Yeah.
Seriously thinking of going. But the last car show I missed out on going because I didn't even know it was on. It was at Kaitangata, which is another, hour away. And they had about 500 cars there.
Fuck, that's a big meeting. Yeah.
Yeah, but the town's population must be about 150.
Yeah.
They
That's
come
fuck.
for miles.
Should that be good for the economy?
Yeah, that's fuck all. That's about this suburb where we are.
Yeah.
Hey, Holla, where you are, I've noticed a couple of videos you've done, you got no helmet on. So obviously in your state, you don't have to wear a helmet.
Yeah, they actually passed that this year. Finally, after about 50 years of trying to get the law passed, they finally passed it. There's stipulations on it. Like my surroundings say, 18 years old, you don't have to wear a helmet.
Yeah, right. Okay.
My state, got to be 26 years old, have a health insurance policy and life insurance policy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, I can tell you now, in Australia, you got to have a helmet regardless.
Yeah.
And they'll ping you for fucking ones that are like allegedly. I got one over there. I got two, and they're just they're American ones, but they're just like they just look like a helmet and the skull cap and the Russian and all that.
Oh yeah. Like
but if the coppers see and they'll read it, they'll pin you for it. And you'll just get you get 4 points off your license and a fine, but because we've got point system on your license over here.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, you just say, "Well, I got it in a swap meet, or I got it with the bike," and they don't really worry about the helmet because that's your own choice. But here, you got to have a helmet on.
You guys don't have do you guys have MOT over there?
The which?
For for your roads and stuff, is that MOT?
Warrant of fitness or roadworthy.
Your car for vehicle inspections and stuff like that.
Yeah, they call it a pink slip over here. So yeah.
Right, because see, like we have DOT over here, Department of Transportation. If you live in a state with a helmet law, you have to have a DOT approved helmet.
We can have a European standard one or an Australian New Zealand one, and I think we can have DOT. Is that right? Can we have DOT?
Oh, probably because I remember Kaz, fucking Dad and Matt, his helmet's got DOT on the back of his.
Right.
On the back of his.
That's what I was curious. If y'all had to say if it was something equivalent, or if y'all could just wear our helmets, our DOT helmets.
Hey, Mars, how you going?
Hey, everyone. What's going on, Craig? Ormodo, Governor.
What's up, Drones?
This is good. I'm going to get another beer. That one had a hole in it.
Yeah, we're lucky. We're lucky to even be able to own a gel blaster in Queensland.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like a scaled down version of airsoft.
Yeah. No, over here, like every state, you got to have a helmet. You got to have your helmet on. And I got my full face one for vlogging and all that, and every now and then, me open face, I can do it as well. I just zip tie the fucking microphone to me flanny.
Right, yeah.
And it sort of works, but only cruising around town. Obviously, out on the road, it's a bit windy. But yeah, you always got to have a skull cap on.
Yes, I got
over here.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to depends what fucking copy you get. If they're going to fucking go over your bike and all that, you're fucked anyway.
like that prick Raptor 13.
Mm.
A badass.
Yeah.
Apparently he's been sacked or something.
Yeah, there was a copper down here. They called his name was Smitty, same as my name, but he used to work at Bullock area. And then I think he's down in Newcastle. He was a biker himself, but he'd get you. He'd just walk around and look at the bike's pipes and send you infringement in the mail. And then you got to go get it fucking, the noise tested and all that and get it passed. And then you can wipe your fine, or 9 times out of 10 you can't. You just got to go and pay the fine and fucking fix your pipe. The defect in the mail. He's a real piece of work, allegedly. But no, he's...
Yeah, we call them canaries over here, the old yellow sticker on the windscreen, mate.
That's it. You know what, Mars, when I lived in Canberra, I used to print the fuckers. I used to print the green fucking canary stickers.
Oh, I've still got mine from a couple of cars.
You still, how many you got?
Yeah, you got to keep it, mate, you know.
Yeah, defect.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them. Still got them.
And that's and not to dog on y'all's countries, but damn, that's why I can't live nowhere else. I ain't got to do none of that shit here. I do whatever I want. My bike can be as loud as it can be, and they won't do shit about it.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I'll fucking fail if they put a fucking microphone in my pipes. I'd blast the fuck out of my speakers on my fucking Osmo Action. It can't handle it. My phone speaker can't handle it. Me only one that can handle is me fucking Hero 4 GoPro, and I can park it right near the mic with the plastic casing on, and it can only just have it nice and clear, but you'll hear it riding, but it's fucking noisy. I got ground pounders on it, and I had to rejet the carby to suit the pipes, and then when I fucking scraped them out too much, because they were angled down, they were slashed down, and every time I went around the corner, I'd scrub them because it was low. And I wore it flat, so I just got the fucking bandsaw out and cut them off flush, then powder coated them black, and then they started to rust, so I just fucking sanded them back and sprayed them black. Got to do them again, actually. But the pipes are just, they're awesome. I won't get rid of them until I fucking have to. I'd even fucking put apples in them if I have to just get through rego, but yeah. I just suits the old 3040 with it. I put a 6-speed in it. And it's fucking best thing I ever did. What's that, Mark? Gov? You got to go. Right, I thought so. I'm getting a phone call. But yeah.
That's where I got my pipes. I bought my pipes off of eBay for $50 fucking. They were chrome ugly, and I scuffed them and just painted them black.
That's what I ended up doing, and it look heaps better. And the old flutes of the engine, because I got an Evo, they started fucking perishing. The black started to peel off, so I just taped out all the chrome, got the hot engine black, and just fucking blacked it out. Fucking better. Just you tape over your cam and then just doing again. Take your rod poles out and then just fucking mask. I just sat down, had a couple of beers and masking tape and a bit of paper and fucking sat there with aerosol. Drank a fucking 6 and I got it done. Oh.
What do you call it over there, Smitty? We call it Kiwi ingenuity.
It's Kiwi ingenuity. we call it tinkering. You just fucking park it, sit with the beer and think things over.
Right. See, over here it's redneck ingenuity.
Mm-hmm. Tell you what, the Aussies, we're called Aussie yobbos and all that, and tell you the truth, they're not much off rednecks. Pretty much the same.
Is that what we call bogans?
Different countries.
Yeah, or bogans. Yeah, the bogans. Bogans are sort of the rednecks.
Yeah, that's
Hellos.
I've heard bogans before.
Then down in Victoria, they're called ferals, aren't they?
Oh, fucking bogan. What of it?
Bogan. This guy's. She's on the jacks.
Who fucking tweaked her nipples?
Wasn't no mind here, mate.
Yeah, Oz has got to ride bogans, they call them.
Yeah.
Me fucking self.
Hey, Holly, you want to jump online one day on Google and whatnot and houses like filmed in Australia, and that's all like out back of Sydney. But it's all like your redneck,
Bogan.
your ones that live on home allowance and all that, and getting money from the government, and that's pretty. That's pretty fucking funny. If you want to watch a laugh, punch in houses.
Oh yeah.
I think they're on the second series now.
Yeah, they are. Houses in COVID, freaking locked. They're all locked out in their own house.
They just got her on telly at the moment, but you'll fucking have a laugh at that.
Is that the one you showed me the other day, Mars?
Yeah. Houses on lockdown.
I'll fucking thong ya.
I'll thong ya. Sure.
Yeah, singing that song in the back that song in the
your
back
thong on your ass.
Yeah, I'll fucking thong ya.
I'll tell you what, Redfern and Broadmeadows ain't too far off of houses being the actual truth.
Yeah. I worked just up the road. I worked in Mascot, and I fucking drove for Redfern where I was doing my apprenticeship often to go to Sydney, Sydney, the entertainment centre and all that, and it's just townhouses and the fucking streets. And East Sydney Tech, I was doing a bar course, going there doing a bar course, and there's Aboriginal fellas sitting in the gutter out front of a takeaway shop, drinking out of a brown poison bottle, methylated spirits. No bullshit. It's methylated spirits in the poison bottle with the brown paper bag around in front of the fucking takeaway shop. Oh, God, fuck's sake.
I meant to strain the fucking methylated spirits through bread to get rid of the purple colour.
Oh, this was clear back in the day. It used to be clear.
Oh, okay.
All that purple colours, that's kerosenes.
Over here, methylated spirits is sort of a purpley colour.
They probably put the dye in it to stop you pricks drinking it.
No, I make my own. Fuck yes.
Oh, it's exactly the same. You just had the flavouring. It's like moonshine and fucking distillery and bootlegging. All that stuff.
I beat you to it, Smitty.
That's the way. Hey, Mars, what do you think of those fucking Mini 2s? Mini 2s.
I don't know. Apparently, I heard they're not too bad, but
yeah, I've looked at them. They reckon they're fucking a notch up from the Air 2 drone.
No.
No, I almost got the Mini 2, and I fuck it when I spent the money and got the Air 2 instead, the Mavic.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Air 2, but this Mini 2's coming out. I'm only looking at the size because I fit in my bag, but it's the same connectivity as the Air 2.
The OcuSync, yeah. Same as my Phantom 4 V2 there.
It's got the OcuSync. It's way better than Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Exactly right. Wi-Fi is fucked because mine just pissed off.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me too here in the front yard, just straight up and bye-bye. It's only $50 drone, but it's still done it, and I don't know where it went. I've got no idea.
Exactly right. You fucking did the fucking whole elaborate it, and put it fucking one finger launch and fucking zing, away it went.
Yeah, like my Phantom, that wouldn't do it here, but yeah, the Mavic and that sort, but the cheaper drones, the toyish ones, maybe next one over probably controlled mine, and God knows where it went. I've got no idea. they can be dangerous that way, but yeah, usually the more expensive. Once you spend over $1,000, you sort of won't run into that issue. It should be pretty safe to fly around your house and that with Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but like what Oz says here, it's priced. It's under $1,000. It's $950 as your kit.
Yeah,
like your controller and everything, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
But connectivity is like your Air 2. So that's why I'm looking at it, is because it is small. It'll fit me fucking bag and all that and whatnot.
Just comes down to the camera.
Yeah. Well, it does do 4K and all that now too. So it's I reckon it's on par. I say a little bit better, only because that it does a 4K. And that reason it's priced lower, because it's about $1,800 for an Air 2 here, and it's fucking $950 for a mini.
Yeah, look, for entry level, yeah, probably that mini too, because I just seen today they've released, or yesterday they released updates on it. So yeah, I'm not, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
When it comes to the money, like you said, it's 1,700 versus 900.
Yeah, exactly. Look, it's 1,700 to $1,000, just under $1,000. So yeah.
Can I have my 2 bobs worth?
Yeah, mate.
I've had my Mavic Air 1 for a year and a half now, and I've had no issue on the wireless side of it. The furthest I've ever flown it is 900 meters, and I don't want to fly it any more than that, because I want to get it back.
Yeah, exactly. No, I hear you.
I've never had any issue with the GPS side of it, and my brother was impressed with it, and he went and bought one, a Mavic Air 1. Yeah. But if I was to buy another drone, it would be a Mavic Air 2, because the size is small enough to stick in your pocket.
Yeah.
It's got the weight behind it to handle the wind if you get caught in wind.
Yeah.
And it's just a bit more robust. Now, you pay a wee bit extra, but if you pay extra, you're going to look after it better, if you know what I mean.
I said I'm pretty damn happy with the Air 2. I had the DJI Spark.
Yeah.
And it was fun for like a beginner drone, but the wireless sucked on it.
Yeah.
So I was like, and then I seen the Mavic Air 2 came out, and then the Mini came out, and I was fighting with myself. So you know what? I want a bigger drone. I don't want a smaller drone. So I just went with the Air 2, and it's way better. The other day was the first time I actually flew it a long distance away from me. I flew it out about 3.5 miles and brought it back.
Yeah.
Y'all can convert that.
Yeah. Fletch Diner, he's right. He told me about the Air 2 and all that, and go for that one. But now the Mini 2's come on the market. Just the size, just because honestly, I'll just be driving to a spot, putting it up, fucking have a look around, and then fucking bringing it back down. Really, I won't be fucking flying at 4K or anything like that, because the other drone just fucked off. So the last thing you want to do is fly inside.
You can't fly the way you're thinking. You can't do 4 kilometers away. You can fly as far as you can see it and orientate the drone. So not as far as you can see it, as far as you can see it and orientate it. That's how far you can fly your drone. So the Mini being this small, you know you're going to get a certain distance. You fly the Phantom, you're going to get further. You fly an Inspire, which as they go bigger, you can go that little bit further line of sight.
I don't want the big distance, like I said. Fly it up, but you can still see it, have a look around, and then bring it back. Like, keep it inside. Honestly,
you have to. It's against the law to not do it here anyway that way. So
exactly,
The good thing about the Airs, they are the fastest drone. The Mavic Air 1 was the fastest drone from DJI, and I expect the Mavic Air 2 is just as fast, if not faster.
Yeah, I don't remember how fast mine. Not in sport mode, my Mavic Air 2 does almost 50 miles an hour.
To tell you the truth, it doesn't matter what's the fastest, because you'll never fly like that to get good footage, for starters.
Oh no, absolutely not.
slower you
I know,
fly, the better.
Yeah,
When it
Yeah.
comes to cinematic,
But-
yeah.
Have you seen that Skydio 2 drone?
Yeah.
Where-
I'm impressed with the follow
We
mode
can't
on
get
it,
that.
but other than that, I'm not impressed with it.
We can't get it. Not available for us in Australia.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I know it's about fucking $2,400 to 800 or fucking a grand. That's why I did like how I watched one fella. He's running through the fucking jungle, running through the bush, trying to hide from it, and it's fucking following him, and it kept up with him. And another bloke I watched it. He come through a branch of trees, was laying on the ground, and it picked its way through.
Yeah.
And followed him and tracked him on a push bike, but then.
You know why that would absolutely be no good to you?
Yeah.
Because if you posted the footage and it's behind you following you, that isn't
That's
line
it.
of sight.
Yeah.
So you can't fly it here in Australia anyway, Smitty, that way. You have to be
no.
looking at you can operate and follow someone, that's different. But if you're trying to I know what you're like, get on the bike.
Well,
you can't, it's actually illegal to do that here,
Yeah.
Damn, y'all can't do shit.
Got to keep that in mind. What you see, usually that's in America. Over there, it's different. Their laws aren't like our laws here, man.
The only thing,
they carry their guns under the seat and all that shit.
Yeah.
I said the only thing we're really not allowed to do with drones around here is just fly in no-fly zones. They're basically national parks and airline zones. That's it. Other than that, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Pretty much, yeah. So here you can't in Australia.
It's so strict here. It's like the fucking gun laws. You can't fly it anywhere. Can't fly around a build-up area and shit like that. And
got to be 30 meters away from everything. Can't fly over people. Full stop.
Yeah, you can't fly over anything. You just got to keep it inside.
Over every human, just put a cylinder to the moon, and you can't fly through that cylinder. You got to fly around it, which is 30 meters. With a license, you can put in for paperwork. You can get up to 15 meters as your subject. Still can't fly over no humans, and yeah.
Damn, y'all got so many fucking laws.
With the license, you can.
They love fucking paperwork. They love paperwork.
Oh yeah. Look, I'm licensed. I can fly at night, which the hobbyists can't fly at night. You got to put in paperwork to be able to fly at night, and you have to have a license more or less. So
you can't even
to
fly.
Make money, you need a license. Nah, not in Australia. 20 minutes past sunset. That's it.
Yeah, and then you bring up like America's gun laws. I mean, see.
Yeah, I know.
I carry this with me everywhere I go.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Shit is, I don't know. You guys follow, there's a guy I follow, he does drones out in Hawaii. And one reason why I almost considered the Mini 2 is because it went the same distance on battery power without losing signal as the Air 2.
It's got a much
much
better battery life. Like even the Mini, the first one, it done 28 minutes. So because I was watching one fella, he done a hover test, and it lasted longer than what they predicted and all sort of stuff.
But he flew it out. He flew the Air 2 5 miles, came back with a little bit battery left. Flew the Mini 2 out 5 miles and back, which is 10 miles round trip, and with just a little bit of battery life left. I was actually really impressed with that.
Yeah.
I wonder where you went fucking mad, Kiwi. You went to the fridge.
Yeah, he did.
He's out in his shed now. About time you got up out of bed, you bastard.
I'm in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Yeah, because what time is it there?
7 minutes past 10 Friday night.
Yeah,
and I got my summer hat from work.
8 o'clock here.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're 2 hours beyond New Zealand.
Yeah.
Sort of New Zealand and what's fucking Tahiti and all that. New Zealand, they're the first that get the Eastern Standard Time at the start of the day. Then it's us and then after us.
Right.
You guys.
That guy
Yeah.
you're talking about from Hawaii, is that guy's name Dunstan Dunhill?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, he flew that. He flew
Mars
that.
would know.
He flew that parrot drone airplane across the ocean to another island and back.
Yeah, on 4G,
Yeah, on 4G. That's pretty good.
Fuck, that's impressive.
Yeah, I'll follow him. He's good for information, very helpful, and top guy.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one on fucking Instagram? They're advertising that fucking they throw it in the water.
Oh yeah, the spry drone. Yeah.
Yeah, the spry. Yeah.
And there's also a splash drone, which is a bigger version of that. A lot of fishermen use that one, so it's sort of good on that. But
what about if you're a fuck flyer? That'd be ideal for me.
Mate, Smitty, all you got to do is you put in points, how high you want it to go, how far you want it to go, slide it across, and just have your hands near the controller in case it wants to decide to go south. Other than that, the thing will go, mate, it'll do it all by itself. Whereas FPV, yeah, you know, these things, the FPV things, not like the GPS birds, you know, what I fly with me goggles and that, that's different. That you're in full control. It won't hover unless you accelerate. You don't accelerate, it'll just drop to the ground.
Yeah, right.
Whereas that Phantom over there, I can let go of the controllers, it's just going to, and it'll just stop because it's got all the, what's it called? All the shit that reads the ground and all that.
Yeah, it's
crash pads.
Like the Mavics, it's the same thing. So what you'll end up buying is fairly easy to fly, you know what I mean? Even the Tello. Yeah. Oh, you can't see it. I'll grab it, hang on.
Are you guys still going to the summer nats, or you fucking think that's cancelled? It is it?
Yeah.
What's cancelled?
Oh, fuck, I didn't know that. Okay.
Summer nats cancelled.
But we've already rebooked for 2022.
Yeah, we're booked in. This little thing, hello, you know, under 100 grams, it's safe to learn, like, to go up, forward, left, right, do a couple of figure eights line of sight. You get the gist of how to operate something a bit bigger, a bit more, expensive, so on, blah, blah, blah. But as a hobbyist,
it looks like
any
like
Mavic,
a small DJI Spark.
Maybe apart from the mini one, but the mini 2 is a lot better from what I heard. So if you're going to go that way.
That's what we thought about that fucking drone I got for Christmas, and then I pushed the one finger launch and it fucked off on me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's how I got into drones. It was Kaz's boss's drone that I lost. I had to
pay him back.
Yeah, I did. I gave him a Tello and that. So.
You didn't want to pay it back with sexual favours, so you thought you better go.
Right, so what drone was that? Oh, that's the DJI Rise Tello. About $100.
There could be drones for about what are they good for? Mars about 20 feet.
This will go 30 meters straight up, probably 100 meters out, so you won't get too far with it. No, that's correct. It won't go very far, or maybe 80, 100 meters away, it won't go further than that. Yeah, maybe now it will. I'm not sure because there's been updates in that, and I've been flying this in like a year and a half.
That's just a small version of the Spark, isn't it?
Pardon?
Yeah,
that's just a small version of the Spark.
Yeah. Basically, you can build the way to make this fly, and it's like
you can program
and stuff, and you can program and do this and all this other stuff, and like the camera's not the best because it's sort of stop-starty footage, but they've done updates which is getting better and better, and I just haven't got around to flying. I've been tied up with the rest of my stuff, so. But
anyway, I think
to learn how to fly, I recommend that rather than a $50 toy drone. Whereas Wi-Fi will take it over that. I've flown in my front. Wi-Fi won't take over that. It's pretty solid in that sense.
But what I can figure out, I think Smitty wants a no-nonsense drone that's not going to fuck off on him. So he needs a GPS drone that's reliable.
That's the one that fucked off on me. It was a GPS fucking 167.
Yeah, but it's
push the launch button and fucking send it away it went.
different
What
Wi-Fi.
breed was it? Cheap
Fucking
Chinese
gone.
one.
That's breed. The breed was it was black. I'm fucking out of here. Gone.
Yeah.
No, you
With a
definitely
CD
need
player under his arm, allegedly.
you need the Mavic Air 2 or the Mini 2, one or the other. They don't.
Yeah,
they don't
one of
fuck
those
off on
two.
them.
Just depends which. Air 2 will probably be the better one. The Mini Air 2, or the Mini, I think 2 is just a size factor, but you need more heavier. I think you need the heavier drone to get the better quality. And there'll be a one-off.
The heavier, the better, yeah. Especially on a windy day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally, Smitty, I've had my Mavic Air for a year and a half. I've had no issues with it. It's a wireless drone. And if I was to get another drone, it would be a Mavic Air 2.
Yeah.
That's like I said, that's what I got, and I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I think I'll still go the 2. As much as the Mini's nice and tiny and will fit in your bag and all that, but yeah.
Well, I think it also comes down to money and actually how much you're going to use it and how much you're going to use your footage. If you're not going to use it very much, then get the Mini 2.
The Air 2 is not much bigger than the Mini 2 when it comes to like in your backpack. It'll still fit in your backpack. Yeah, definitely. So I'm trying to.
I know the Mini 2. It's on the Air 2 controller, so yeah, it's not much difference really between the two of them.
No, they're the same controller.
No,
not
much.
But the Minis, they've used the Air 2 controller and they've just changed the fucking one setting on the controller. So they've used the Air 2 controller for the Mini 2.
Yeah. No, it's kind of like the Mavic Airs and the DJI Spark and shit like that. They all had the same controller. Yeah.
Well, I've got a Phantom 4 which hasn't got OcuSync. Forget the name of it, but whatever that's got, and that's solid as no problem. And then obviously me Phantom 4 Pro V2 there, that OcuSync, that's solid as a rock.
You can't beat that OcuSync. That OcuSync just works.
This thing's solid, and in wind, mate, I've had it like that almost at, well, I don't know what angle that would be, but
45.
Something almost, and no worries. The gimbal straight, the footage is fantastic, and it does its job. That's what it's supposed to do. I thought, well, do I send it or not? But it handled it, and I flew it around. You got to test it, you know what I mean? I don't know the kilometers of the wind, but it was goddamn freaking windy for that to be sitting. You know what I mean? And still hovering. No, I even landed on my electric skateboard, same as the way it's sitting there on the electric skateboard. It did well on a windy day, and
well, that's one thing that I did praise the Mini 2 for was the how it handled in the windy day compared to the first one. So that's what sort of pricked my ears up a bit. So I don't know. It'd be one of those two. It most likely will be the Air 2, but it's going to be fucking longer to save up.
If you were me, Smitty, with what you do with the motorbike and that, I'd leave the toys at home and get a Mavic Air 2.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Because the prick down here tried to sell me a Pro 2, but it was $4,200. I said, you're right, in what lifetime?
I must have had a lot of extras. Mate, that thing there is
only because it's a camera shop, he fucking charges through the hill.
Yeah, they're $2,500, right? Yeah. And they're a lot more expensive than any freaking Mavic. So Mavic should be around $1,400, the first ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's $2,500. Not that I paid that, but I got it for $2,000. But that's $2,500 retail. That's what it's advertised for. And the Mavic can't be up at the Phantom price. They've got to be below the Phantom price. So
right,
$4,000, he would have had heaps of extras, batteries, and batteries are not cheap. Like battery for that is $300.
Yeah. Well, that's the only thing with that Mini 2 and that kit case for the 950. You got 3 chargeable batteries with it.
Yeah. I was going to say for $900.
They do the pack pretty good. Obviously, the drone itself, I think it was Australian dollars, $750. And with the pack, it was $950.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. See, that's what the The Mini 2 Fly More pack here is like I think it's right at $600.
$500. Yeah.
The Mavic, I paid $1,200 for the Fly More combo kit.
Which would
that's
be
a
about
problem. Like,
900.
our dollar's just fucked. It's like 60 cents to your dollar.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, lately it's been good. It's been around 71, 72 cents to the American dollar, so not bad.
That's not bad at all.
There for a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. A couple of months, I know, because last time I bought from America from Newbie Drone, it was 68 cents I paid to the dollar.
Our first cruise we went on, I think it would have been fucking 6 years ago, thereabouts. It was nearly 75, 78 bucks, cents for the dollar.
Yeah.
And that was really good then, but then ever since then, it's been fucking down to 50s and 60s.
What are you talking about? I was wrapped when our Aussie dollar was over the American dollar. Like, oh man, what can I buy from the States?
That was only for about fucking 2 days.
It didn't last long. No, man, you're right. It didn't last long. But it got up over the American dollar. Like, what the hell?
What was it? Fucking 4 years ago that the Kiwi dollar was the same dollar for dollar with Aussie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You guys, I think you're 10 cents or 8 cents over.
Yeah, it's still
something like that.
Things are going to get worse, mate. They're going to fucking print more money. They're going to print more money.
Well, fucking be honest, that's all the fucking the US used to do when they got fucking bad and low, and we were up near level packings with them like 8 cents to the dollar. They printed more money and we were fucked. So we've got knocked down to $50 and $60 a dollar again.
Well, we locked our mortgage in for 3 years because the interest rate went down to 3.9. And we locked it in. We thought, nah, it's not going to go any lower than that. Fuck me. It's down to 2.2.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what your interest rates are right now on homes?
Yeah, it's fucking next to nothing, mate.
Dude, that's what it is here too. The housing market right now in America it's a buyer's market. Buy a fucking house right now if you live in America.
Yeah,
that's amazing. I think here we're 4% in Australia, something like that.
All I suggest, Smitty, is if you're keen on a Mavic Air 2, is to do the old YouTube search and find out from reputable fucking.
Oh, I have been. The Air 2 is still the main one. Just the Mini's coming into play now because it just released it last fortnight, and I think the wise man would take the Air 2 over the Mini. Just the Mini's nearly there, but it's not quite.
No, it's just spend the extra money and get the bigger one.
Yeah, exactly right. Like if you're going to buy the Mini, you might not be happy with it, and you're better off just fucking going for the Air 2, which is the duck's guts really anyway with the Mavericks.
It's like buying a buddy. It's like buying a Chinese fucking cheap motorbike and a Harley Davidson.
Yeah, an Orion or something, an old Thumpster. I had an Orion Thumpster. It fucking went for ages. I rode around the front yard. I had a dirt track around the front yard of my house. My kids wouldn't ride. Fuck, I've got 2 boys, 24 and 23, and they don't ride. But anyway.
Let me respond to that comment. It's the same here. Like, I'm actually buying my house right now. A year ago, my ex-wife had bought the house I'm in now, and I'm buying it from her. She bought it for $120,000. It now appraises at $220,000.
Towards me.
Yeah, right.
But I'm getting it for $150 because I'm buying it from her.
Are you stuck? You freaking idiot. That's our fridge. Can't see it.
What's done?
The HSV fridge we bought.
I'll turn the light off.
Yeah.
Turn the light. Hang on, I'll get Kat to turn the light off.
What did it do?
Oh, actually, no. Leave it on. Close the door. Close. Slowly. Yeah, leave it there. Bring it to me.
Yeah, you can see it. You got
that.
Is that fucking etched vinyl or is it sandblasted?
I don't know. What? How is that on Etch Blaster, or is it like a sticker?
It's in between the both layers of glass.
There's like 2 layers of glass.
Yeah.
It's like in between. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably vinyl.
Yeah.
It's vinyl, which is it's fucking cheaper way of doing it. It looks the same as custom.
Yeah.
What is HSV anyway? Is it like FPV?
Oh,
Holding special vehicles, Craig.
scrub your mouth out, Kiwi.
FPV?
Vagina.
Vagina might. Like vagina might and penis butter.
Yeah. That's what I'll say.
Fuck forward.
Exactly.
I'm it's funny you say that because I'm in a
That's the
family
go
that they're all
That's the go faster king.
Yeah.
my family, they're all fucking they're all Ford freaks, and I'm just fucking Holden. I love Holden. The Holden designs were just so much more better than the Ford.
That's the key that fails on race day, Craig.
Yeah, fuck on race day.
Shall I let you into a secret?
I'm glad we're all on the same page. I hate Fords too.
Yeah, you're right, Holly. You're gonna slot right in, mate. That's
Fuck
the game.
me. Fuck it.
Hey, Kerry, Dodgers are even better than fucking Fords.
Fucking motherfucker.
Yeah, we like the Dodge Hemis.
I mean, let's see. Here we go. There we go.
You don't need censorship here.
That's my truck. So Chevrolet.
Chevy, that's it.
Want a rivet? Chevy.
Was it Holden Vauxhall or is it Vauxhall Holden?
It's Holden. Got nothing to do with Vauxhall. You got your wires crossed, Craig. GM is an Australian company, not an English company.
No.
You got your. I did my research. You got your wires crossed.
No,
Not Vauxhall.
Holden's
Opel.
GM, mate.
Opel. Vauxhall.
Isuzu,
in
isn't it?
Germany.
Isuzu,
Nothing
isn't
to do with General Motors. Holden.
Isuzu.
GM
Holden
started from the
Isuzu.
GMC in
And
America.
they're different body shapes, to tell you the truth. You go have a good look. Go have a good hard look at a Vauxhall or an Opel that's compared to our Australian Holdens. There is differences. They're not identical. Pardon?
Vauxhalls are fucking pommy, aren't they? Vauxhalls are pommy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yum.
Okay.
He's Mississippi.
It's Vauxhall. It's Vauxhall.
What was 1969 in the Holden Tirana? It was a fucking Vauxhall Viva.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It's not on Vauxhall's website or in Wikipedia, which I searched because I wanted to find out what's going on, and we've got nothing to do with Vauxhall, Craig. Australia's got nothing to do with it. I got to do a bit of research there, bud.
I got a question. I got a question.
Holden Vector. Holden Vector. Holden Vector.
Yeah.
Are they Vauxhall?
No, they're a Holden.
They're not. Oh, okay. All right.
What engines do they use in the Holdens?
Vauxhall's fucking pommy anyway.
Ford. They use Ford engines in Holden.
That's okay. That's what I thought. I thought it was Ford engines.
Nah, they use Chevy.
Depends what year.
Yeah.
They've got their
And
own.
the other thing too, Mars. The other thing too, that when they re-released the Holden Monaro in 1999, it was a Vauxhall Calibra with a V8 engine and a diff, and the whole dash layout was exactly the same.
Australia.
No, that's not how it works here in Australia, unfortunately.
Oz is right here. Oz, the Gemini.
You go have a look at Opel, right? Because they're not even Vauxhalls, because Vauxhall changed their name to Opel.
Woo, stop.
There you go.
Vauxhall, Isuzu, Holden, Chevrolet are all General Motors.
Yeah. And your point being?
Depends which country you're in. They all take body shapes and everything and stick another badge on it, like Holden.
Yeah, same as Toyota.
That's right.
There with the VRs and VS.
Same as your fucking,
right.
same as your
But it's still
Nissan
not
and
a
your Ford.
Vauxhall. It's still the brand of the country it's sold in.
Right. No, I agree with that because, like, the Ford Escort in America was completely different from the Ford Escort in UK.
That's right.
Exactly, because the Ford Escort in America was the UK was the Cosworth.
Yeah, Cosworth.
That's right, and the American one was the same as the Australian, was the Gia and the Escort and the 2 doors and the RS 2000s and all that.
Right.
I love this. I love this. You Holden lovers are talking about Fords like you know every little thing about them.
Mate, I do. I lived in a family of fucking Ford lovers, and I'm the only black sheep in there that are into Holden. I'll tell you another one, Kiwi. This will make you happy because the LJ GTR XU1, the only way you can stroke that engine properly is to put a 250 Ford crankshaft in it.
There you go.
My brothers did back in the day in the 70s. And it was the quickest Tirana in Canberra for fucking years.
Yeah.
They put a 250 Ford crank in there. Like instead of being the 208, they put the 250 Ford crank, which made it whatever. And with the 3 carbies on there, it just the cops couldn't catch him.
And another trick that Holden people used to do back in the day, the 3.3 Vauxhall engine was fucking near on bulletproof. And to make a 202 Holden motor bulletproof, they used to put all the 3.3 Vauxhall parts in the 202.
Yeah, look, and don't forget, Australia is a British country. Yeah.
We're all fucking convicts, mate.
That Union Jack thing on the back behind you there, Mars.
That thing.
We're all
good.
convicts.
Jolly good.
Jolly good, sir.
Nah, you're talking about that one. Oh, wrong way. Fuck you.
But Mars is an Aussie anyway.
Yeah, that way. Eureka.
That's like the old Chinese motor in it and LDV.
Yeah, LDV.
Which is like Dodge.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Hey, Kiwi, Bert's with you, mate. Look.
Hey, I've got 2 fucking flag there. See the other one, the Croatian one. All right.
Yeah.
And the Australian one, because I'm born here, I just got
2 seconds.
Croatian nutcase blood in my system. I'll be right.
2 seconds is over, Kiwi. Oh, it's in the dark again. Nah, but I'm born in a fucking whole family of Fords. But back in the day, our household was more a Moffat fan than Brocky and all that. And they bought the Tiranas out, and my brother had a Tirana.
Yeah.
It was like that was it. I
shut the gates.
So just fucking that was it. Then all the old that they made, just smaller, nicer style than the fucking the Ford. It's big and chunky.
Craig.
You're missing the star there, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Wrong colour.
I love the HQ Monaro, and that's it. Was all over Red Rover for me after that. Always loved Holdens ever since. Just didn't like the shape of the Fords. Took more to the Holden, and none of that. I hated the dash on the Fords because their tacos got that circle, and I can't handle that. I just hate it, man. I really. I got to give the cars credit because they look all right, but I hate that. Can't stand the dash.
XYs are nice though.
Yeah, XYs,
That'd
mate.
be my favourite.
XY GDs, XBs.
To be honest, I like the XW shape better than the XYs.
My mates
the XW grill and all that's a lot nicer than the XYs.
Yeah, I mean, look, best of both worlds. It's not just Holden or Ford. They've both got fucking shitbox cars that drive around like boats, but you give credit where credit's due. I just like taking it because it's just fun. It's not like,
that's the Australian way.
Yeah, Craig fits right fucking in.
Yeah. fucking hands out.
Right. As a Ford lover, I like the XM Falcon 6364. I like the shape, I like the chrome.
Yeah, the round lights at the back.
Yeah.
Like
And the other
XC
Falcon that I like is the XC with the round headlights.
XCs, yes.
The crossbows.
I like the XRs, XTs.
Oh, the XYs are nice.
W's.
XW, XY.
I don't like the XYs enough as like everyone else does, but I know it was the car.
Yeah.
Well, that means you like the XW then.
The XCs and all that are all good. The XP, the older shape, I like them. The old Cortinas, the old Lotus, before the GT, Cortinas and all that.
Yeah, a mate of mine's got a nice. He actually built another Cortina like that. He's got a gold one, just full drag Pro Street, runs 8s, and he just done a road Cortina for the road. I'm not sure what that runs, but it's got about 600 horsepower. So yeah.
Well,
guess what I saw on a trailer today? Because there's this car show in Matera. It's on the weekend. There was a fucking Mark II Cortina black.
Oh yeah, nice.
It had huge fucking Mickey Thompsons or Hoosier fucking wheels on the back.
Wicks, yeah.
And under the hood, if you call it a hood, there's a great big hole cut in the front, and there was a fucking.
We're in Australia, Craig. It's a bonnet, not a hood.
Hood's what's on your penis.
There you go. Bonnet, Craig.
Unless you've been circumcised.
Oh, that's
ugly.
I thought it was a helmet or a beanie.
I was saying hood because we've got an American in the panel, see? So
yeah, but we've got to teach him how to say it the right way, which is bonnet, not hood.
It's a bonnet. Hey,
it's like the trunk. It's the boot.
You put on your head.
It's the first time you'll be right. You'll learn.
It's a bonnet.
That's right.
Nathan's fucking cracking up. Anyway.
You lift it up.
So one of my favorite Australian cars, the Ute.
Yes.
I've got one.
Paint in a week and a bit.
You've got a Ute.
I've got a better Ute than Mars has got.
Oh, what a crock of shit! Get back in your box.
Yeah, my young fella's got a Ute holler. When you go through my videos, you'll see the white Ute in there. Problem is, it's a Ford, but anyway, it was cheap, $6,000.
Who rattled her cage?
You did, wasn't me?
Who rattled her cage? That's all right. Your bourbon that I made for you is now drunk.
It's all right. I've got a full bottle over there and 3 bottles of Zambuca.
Yeah, well,
I got fridge full of tinnies, and then over beyond me toolboxes of liter of Gentleman Jack. I just got to scale over the bikes to get to it.
Do you want to see something funny, Mars and everybody?
I'm already looking inside.
Inside a Spates bottle cap.
Yeah.
They've got little quizzes.
Right.
Yeah, they had that here for years too.
Yeah, we had that same kind of shit on. We had a drink like that not too long ago. I can't remember what it was. They had quizzes or some quotes or something underneath the caps.
Yeah.
And yeah,
well, when the footy's on over here like it is now, the state of origin, they print all fucking quizzes and names and all that, questions underneath the 2-inch new caps, and it was all about the rugby league and all the football.
Yeah.
What is ANBL?
You can grab them.
Fucking basketball.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you what my Ute looks like in a sec, Holler.
Okay. What engines is that?
Fucking show and tell, is it?
Mine, it's a LS1 383 stroker.
And, you got the 383 stroker?
It's an 03. That's what mine looks like.
The real one.
It's a pussy vehicle.
Because y'all can just about order them.
Push.
Yeah, y'all can just about order them with just about any engine, right?
No, it's an upgrade engine.
What? No, mine's been done by Horsepower Factory.
Well, I thought, can't you get those with like LS3s and?
Oh yeah. There's different models that come out, like our other. That's an 03 model, Commodore Ute.
Yeah.
SS. Our latest car we've bought is an 09 Club Sport, and that's got a LS3,
Right.
6.2 litre in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And other models, the latest ones have got the 6 litres in them.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the other week.
I've only ever seen one in person at a car show. A guy had one. But I'm an American, and an American car, you know, one of the Americans' favorite cars was the El Camino.
Yes.
Yeah.
So naturally,
Ranchero.
Yeah, that's the closest. It's the closest thing you guys have got to a Ute over here. I'm trying to find me fucking.
That's VE 07. Yeah, ours is 09, so 07 should be VE. Yeah, we've got the R8 Club Sport wagon, 09 Series 2, or E2 Series, whatever the hell they're called.
Yeah, see, I used to have I had a 78 El Camino I dragged out. It had the actual Pontiac 400 engine in it.
That's the other car we've got.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's a VE 09 model. Like, you know, when you get the Australian type utes, they've got they're called the GDO.
I think I know what you're talking about.
That's that similar sort of shape. So just that they're left-hand drive, yeah. Because Holden actually had a deal with Chevrolet. Then they were going to, you know, they were exporting the cars from here over there and calling them GDOs. So
right.
Yeah.
Okay. What the hell is that?
That's a Ford. That's Kiwi's Ford.
That's what it looks like on the
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Bonnet.
When we go forward, driving out here, there's fucking burnt out cars everywhere.
You'll see the front similar, but it's a GTO. So, but it's got the LED lights and all the rest of it.
Right, yeah, because that's one of the coolest things is you got the GTO or the GT8.
Yeah, well, that's Australia's version of the American GTO.
Yeah.
Because of exporting and what they're making the cars here, but yeah, left-hand drive, converting them here, then exporting them to America.
Right.
XR6. Look at that. It's a Ute.
Ford.
Yeah, Ford.
So what year is it? What year is it?
2006.
2006. Okay.
She's a BF. My boss has got a 2010.
That's right, Roads of Oz.
Well, because I was always under the impression that the Utes were General Motors.
No, you had the Ranchero.
And also those Pontiac fronts. There was a lot of those distributed.
Yeah, they put a lot of Pontiac fronts on the Holdens over here.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
That's when I worked at Holden, they did that.
Yeah.
But they only come in red, black.
Limited colours, yeah.
And one of the other colours.
Right, we've got a new one. How you going, mate?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Not bad.
I'm on the side as I'm not really a beer drinker, sorry.
No, you're all right. Takes a lot of training. Kiwi's fucking walk around the paddock. He's gone out, had a look at his ute, and now he's fucking gone walkabout.
Hey Mars, look what I've picked up.
What'd you get?
This is an American lawn tractor that I picked up.
I still haven't got around to watching that video.
Oh, the other one if you want to show it.
No.
What's the name on that?
It's a Boland's Husky, 1963.
Yeah,
That's fine. Huh?
And that's the 03 Club Sport, like my Ute, just that it's not a Ute.
right. Okay.
And that's one we haven't got anymore. We've got the silver car now updated.
There's my motorbike.
Rap.
No, it's a 4-stroke. It's a 4-stroke. It's only 50
Oh, so it's
cc's.
more
I was going to say something.
No, it's more of a putt like a Holden.
Ha ha.
Oh, should have been. Our dogs are tough. We've got to have concrete water bowls.
Yeah, what's in it?
Beer.
Yeah. Spates.
All right.
Spates lager. Oliver's gone to the dark side again.
I don't know what's going on. There we go. Fuck, I'm losing weight.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm just a big fat fucker. Right. Who have we got? Matt.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Matt.
That's a Dodge there.
Dodge. Yeah.
Dodge is Ford, isn't it?
Oh, it's a Cummins 24 valve
Yeah.
turbo. I believe this one is a 95.
You're right.
Yeah, it's
Is that the 12
valve? Yeah, it's 12 valve. Yeah, 12 valve.
Oh,
It's got a.
shit.
It's one of our well.
Have you
it's one of
guys-
our well trucks.
Have you guys been watching that Western Chamberlain fella who's put a bloody 12 valve Cummins in a Mustang?
No.
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 Mustang's Ford, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
I know
Tony
they want
Black.
to put I heard recently, yesterday or the day before, they want to put a bigger motor in the later model Mustangs that they're producing.
Yeah.
Bigger power or something. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what to go with.
They want-
Well, I mean, they're trying to.
They'd end up wanting to put a 460 in one of them for sure.
I mean, they're
Yeah,
trying
they
to
want-
keep up with fucking Chevrolet and Dodge. I mean,
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
They right now they're so far behind the curve.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Now don't get me wrong. The new 5.0 Mustangs, they're badass. They're fast. They're producing a lot of
they
horsepower.
just tried to keep around the 5 litre for too long. I reckon they need the fucking.
Yeah, I mean that's why Chevrolet got rid of the 350. It's like they topped out on it. So which is a mistake in my opinion because you can do so much with a 350. You can make that thing have crazy horsepower.
That was the number one engine. But my favorite was the 327. They just revved harder, just went harder.
Well, and that's what we got now. The 5.3. That's what it is. It's a 327. That's what I got in my pickup right now. But it's basically an LS1.
Yeah.
A 327 was a truck motor back in the 60s.
What'd you say?
A 327 was a truck engine, like a pickup truck engine back in the 60s.
It's actually the 327 started out life in the vet.
They were light, yeah.
Yeah, it started out in the vets. Then they transferred over to pickups.
Yeah, and they just revved hard. It was like the 253s to the 308s over here. Like the 308s are a good engine, but the 253s, they're a small V8, obviously the size of a 6-cylinder, but they just revved harder. And just
And you had 307 Chevs in the early Monaros, the HKs and HTs, 307 Chevs.
Yeah, a lot of fellas around town and Ulladulla had fucking in their Monaros, HKs, and all that, the 307 Chevs and all that.
Yeah, man, 2-speed.
Yeah.
And the mighty 253.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a 253.
Yeah, that's what I had in my van.
Yeah, we've had them. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Yeah.
My coffee's out my truck. Smoke.
You home now, Holler, are you?
Ooh, Zambuca.
You finished work, Holler?
Oh hell no! I still got 3 hours left.
Okay, so would you just have to jump in the car and do a fucking trek around or something?
Yeah, that's I just get in my company truck and go drive around the whole plant. Then I come back and fuck off for a little while, and then I go drive around a little while.
Right, yeah. Fair enough.
It's my Friday, so ain't much work actually getting done tonight.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's our Friday too, so if you're laughing.
Yeah. and it's cold as fuck, so I ain't doing shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
I've got one more for you guys to bloody investigate on YouTube. Is another chap did an engine swap on a Mustang, but he put a turbo Barra in it.
Oh, he put a what?
A turbo Barra, same as what's on my U.
Hey, Matt, I don't know if you know, mate, but you got mute on. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix. I'm getting a lot of repeat, like a loop.
Oh, right. Well, turn your YouTube off.
Yeah, turn your YouTube off.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
better. Thank you.
Yeah, wherever you're watching YouTube, just mute it.
That's better. Okay, thanks for that, guys.
Yeah, I'm usually known as the fucking Echo.
Yes, you are. It's good, young.
Fucking every time you log on, I got a new phone which made it worse. My old phone never used to do it, but then I got this new phone, and whenever I log into live stream or a feed or on YouTube or whatever, there's a fucking echo. Yeah. My phone, I never used to have earphones. I have to because they've upgraded the phone, I guess.
If you ever join anyone's live stream, always that YouTube page you had open, just mute it. You don't have to close it, just mute it. That way you won't get the feedback. Yeah.
That's it. That's all it is. It's just an echo.
Yeah, it's just
We'll learn you.
Damn
I was looking very confused there for a bit.
Whereabouts are you, Matt?
In his shed.
Just in Liverpool, so just about 40 k's outside of Sydney CBD.
That was fucking awesome, Kaz. I'll pay that.
Out New South Wales way.
And I still missed that. He's in his shed somewhere near a CBD somewhere around the world.
Customers ring me and they go, "Where are you?" I go, "Sitting in my fucking desk." Why?
Just out at Liverpool.
Sitting on my fucking chair. What do you think?
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Fuck,
it's about 40 k's outside of Sydney.
Oh, not Liverpool.
Yeah, New South Wales. Yeah.
Right, he's not a Scouser then.
Yeah, New South Wales.
No,
he is.
No,
yeah, he's
a Scouser.
Well, he's got bikes like Scouts, just not living in the same country.
Yeah, I know.
No, Scouts is from England, but not States country.
Oh, sorry, I
thought.
You remember Scouts?
What's
his name? Oh, what?
Tez. Don't say what like that. You frighten me.
Fucking what?
You should be fucking used to it, Kiwi, anyway.
What?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Fuck off. You can fuck off now, Kaz.
Fuck you. You been told today? Get fucked.
Fuck off.
Hey,
this
is like this is internet sex.
Yeah. Hey, Kaz.
What? You're as bad as Mars. What? Babe.
Guess what?
Later, Roland.
Guess what?
What's in a light bulb? Yeah, that fucked me, didn't it? Come on.
Guess what?
What?
Guess what, Kev? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what, Kev?
Oh, that's loud, I bet.
Ooh.
Patience is a
My
virtue.
thought will beat you a holding, Kev.
What?
Hey, Matt, so you said you got Liverpool, mate.
That's the quietest I
Ron.
fucking heard him.
Yeah.
Gates open.
I was meant to be playing baseball tonight, but the storm washed it all out.
Yeah. What do you play, Masters?
Yeah, over 35s. Wouldn't be
Yeah.
playing against younger guys anymore. They'd destroy me.
Yeah, I ran into a mate of mine that I used to play baseball with in the shops before I jumped online, and won the grand final. Went back to his place, and he had a pool table in one of his rooms. And he goes, "I still got the fucking chalk marks on the ceiling when you used to fucking wave around the pool cue and fucking the big the extender ones. We were fucking riding on the roof."
Yep.
Of his fucking pool table. Full size bastard. He got it from one of the old RSL clubs here that shut down. A full size fucking snooker table it was. And
Would have been quite the job to move it.
oh yeah, fucking oath. It was fucking heavy. It was big. And that's why it took us so long to fucking play the game, because, well, as you can only see in the middle pocket, you can't see the last one. But, you know, I played baseball. I started when I was 25. I was driving around Canberra when I was there, seeing these pricks training and all that on this oval. Well, I cracked that. I ended up playing B grade and bench. No, I played C grade and bench B grade, and benched A grade game. And this is in Canberra, so it's same quality as the Sydney. And moved up here to North Coast and played here till I ended up playing one season with my son. He was probably 18 or so at the time. It was great, and we won the comp. And so there was time to finish on a high. I played baseball for a while, but I love it. It's a great game.
Yeah, this is my first year back after about 3 years off. My father played it back in the 70s and early 80s, so I've always enjoyed it. I've always been around it. So,
yeah, what's your position? What's your position?
I used to be. I was a catcher, a 6'4" catcher, which is you're not meant to be a catcher being that tall.
Yeah, fucking knees.
Yeah. Well, my father used to pitch in Sydney Major League. So I always wanted to catch to him. So that was my goal. And I got to do that by the time I was 17. And after catching to him, I just enjoyed it. So I done it up until my knees gave away probably about 5 years ago. I had to stop doing it because I couldn't run afterwards or couldn't walk the next day. So now I'm an outfielder.
What order do you bat at?
It depends on the level. In the higher grades, I used to bat at number 2. In the lower grades, I was a number 4, so I used to clean up. I used to had a bit of a hit on me. I could hit a ball. Funnily, that doesn't transfer to cricket. I was a rubbish cricketer, but baseball, I could hit a ball. So
just about to mention that.
Fucking hate cricket.
Does that count?
No, not mine. Wrong freaking game we're playing here, mate, right?
Miles used to be a hooker, didn't he?
I fucking hate cricket. As soon as you got out, you're out. And with baseball, you go around fucking 7 or 8 innings, you have another crack at it.
Yeah, you can screw up and still get another go.
Yeah.
You don't use the game. Cricket, you get out, you go pack your bags.
Never had baseball down like this neck of the woods,
Really.
I'm a good cricketer, I'm a good batsman, all rounder. I love Viv Richards, West Indies. That just says it all. Good shire at the stumps,
That's when I did watch cricket. Viv Richards was a fucking legend.
I loved him, mate. Loved him.
You all know Andy, but he's fucking awesome.
If you watch the cricketers train, all your elite level guys, they've all got baseball gloves, and they all use baseball coaches for their fielding drills.
Yeah, it's something I'm spewing on. I love baseball. Like I've got a good arm on me, and I've got a good. I'm good with the bat. You go out, but I can like in cricket, I can bowl me Yorkers fast paced, like mate.
I was a good bowler at cricket. I was the same. I was a good bowler at cricket. I could bowl Yorkers and spin and I slow it down and half pace and speed it up and like probably mid pace to spin whatnot in Yorkers for the master. But then with baseball, I ended up playing. I was shortstop anywhere in the infield. Obviously, you always start in the outfield, centre field, left or right or whatever. Yeah. If you're good enough, they'll bring you into the infield. Right. Yeah. And I've played every position. First, you just stand there trying to receive the ball, make sure they fucking throw it at you. If you can pick a ball up, they'll put you on first. And
you got to be agile too.
Oh, exactly. Mainly agile. You're second and shortstop.
Yeah. Also, a lot of clubs make the mistake of putting slow runners on first base, or they don't move well, and that kills sides because if you throw the ball wide, the guy can't get to it, and they learn the hard way. But Mars, it's a good sport. You get a lot of ex-cricketers taking it up in my comp I'm in because they don't have time to play cricket of a Saturday because it's your whole day gone. So our game only goes for about an hour and 45 on a Friday night. So you go play that.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right.
Got the weekend free. So, you see a lot of ex-cricketers taking it up. We had I don't know if you remember a winger for Parramatta called Pat Richards.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays baseball. Guys like, who's the ex-referee? Bill Harrigan. He plays baseball in the summer. A lot of ex-footballers pick it up.
Funny you say that. I played with Greg Chapman.
Yeah.
Plays baseball in Canberra for the Eagles.
What'd you say, Greg Chappell?
Greg Chappell, yeah. The one,
underarm.
Told him to roll the underarm.
All the Chappells played baseball to get their fielding.
I remember that.
So did Alan Border.
You remember that, Craig? Underarm.
Underarm. Hey, Kiwi, we know you'd remember that. Yeah. Throw the lure out. I'm good at fishing.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
So disappointed in the
that's the worst. That worst fucking thing you ever did.
Yeah.
Ford or Holden?
Oh, mate, I've had both.
This motherfucker's
really, honestly, I was a fan of Nissan Skyline GTR, and when they barred that, I cracked the shits at both Ford and Holden because I couldn't beat it at the time. I've had HQ panel vans. My last Ford was an XR6 Turbo, so I'm a bit of a fence sitter when it comes to that. They've both got their good points.
Yeah. What would you rather hear the sound of?
Yeah. I used to have an XD Falcon, which I absolutely loved.
XD. Well, XD's all right. They're all right.
Yeah, I loved mine. It was a one owner, bright yellow, black interior. I loved it. I shouldn't have sold it.
XD.
That's what I got regret on.
I just picked up a XF 5-speed that had been sitting in a shed for 13 years.
You did well.
Took it back, cleaned it up, and flicked it on. Shouldn't have.
No, all those XDs and XEs and XFs are starting to. You should see the price. They're starting to go silly now, and you'll see that every time there's about a 25-year gap. A lot of guys that had them when they were younger desire them when they're older, and the prices just go through the roof.
Hey, Matt, ask Craig what car he wants that I own. That he's got no hope of ever fucking getting.
What is it?
Argue with it.
I would like a coupe.
Bring it on, Craig.
I'd like a coupe, and it's an XM Falcon coupe. That's what I like.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yep.
No, I've got an SS Tirana, like Brocky's Tirana, and it's just an SL, but it's got all the flares, 308 turbo, 400, 9-inch, and all that. Just missing the front reverse bonnet scoop. That's all it's missing.
I still can't believe they can fit all that V8 engine into a Vauxhall Viva.
No, that's not a Viva, that
You
one.
want that car?
Yeah, I know. Someone wants that car. don't they? Vauxhall Viva.
I have no proof.
I know the ones you're talking about. They'll pre-Torana LC. They'll
Exactly.
rebadged.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vauxhall
but after
Vivas.
that, they were Australian. Once you got to the LC onwards, though, they were Australian designed, I believe.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
they
know.
were. Nah, even before that, they were still Australian design. Because if you look at the HX and the FC,
Yeah.
and
The FC,
the FX, the
Yeah.
English version of the Vauxhall, even though it was similar, there was differences. There was slight.
Yeah, there were
differences.
slight differences for every market.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I know they're
yeah,
Vauxhalls, but they were still
yeah.
Holdens regardless from the
Oh,
day
freaking
of
terrible.
Australia.
But after
funny
the
because-
LC,
Start with Britain because hello, the British ruled Australia back then. Yeah,
the LC
They did.
Tirana was. I owned an LC Tirana and I loved that thing. It was a
oh yeah,
beautiful car.
LJs. Yeah,
But I wouldn't have owned anything prior to that. They were bloody awful.
yeah. I'm not a like. I don't mind the LJs and LCs, the GDRs. They look good because they're like a HQ but shrunk and power to
Yeah.
weight and all that. But 6-cylinder, I'm not a fan because I like my V8s and I don't like their dashes because they're like a fucking Ford dash. Their tacos go circle and in. Like, I can't, mate. That's why HQ and onwards. I was born in '71. That's just HKs, HTs, and at the
That-
Monaro.
What about the
That-
old
that's the
Fairlane
year.
dashes? They were the square type, weren't they? With the
Yeah,
speedo
and
going.
the speedo went across like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, like the VL, the XFs had that dash.
yeah.
The VLs had that electronic going across. The
Not
HJ
electronic.
Premiers had the flat dash with the went across the whole like
Because when you went from the HGA to the HX, they went to a round dash, did they? Or was that the HX to HZ?
HX to HZ were the round circular
Round
dash,
ones, yeah.
the GDSs and that. But before that, the HD, the Premier had a long
speedo, yeah.
Funny as man when you think about how far our cars have come since those days. Wow.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, like totally different. Digital dashes and all the rest of it, you know. So
Oh,
yeah,
anyway.
how far yeah.
Oh, you look at what about the 80s digital dash? They're hysterical.
Yeah, the
Goes
VL.
about.
The VL
Yeah,
had that.
and I think the VK Calais had that electronic
The
dash
Calais,
as well.
the VK, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
it. Sorry,
VK.
not the VL.
Yeah.
VK, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, the VK. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no, all good.
No.
It was
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was an option on them. I don't think they all come with it, but it was definitely an option.
No, they
And-
didn't all come with it. They all had
No.
needles and whatnot.
Oh, okay, cool.
So the Holden engine
Yeah,
wasn't
because the
very
Ford one
good
had a
in the
bloody
80s,
ugly
was it?
electronic dash in that the gear. I think it was the XF gear.
XF, yeah. Yeah, I remember electronic dash in the XF,
Fairmont.
yeah.
But yeah, they all.
Fairmont, yeah.
You look at the new
Fairmont
dashes
gear,
on
yeah.
some of those bloody yeah. You look at those new dashes on the Volkswagens, like it's all LCD. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
If you don't like that, you can put you can program it to be retro. That's clever.
Craig, I shouldn't admit this to you, Craig, but I will tell you one Ford that I do like is the XD shaped LTD, the 80s LT, 80s whatever, the last of the 351s that came out in an LTD.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got that.
You talking about the
mate of
American style
mine
LED?
that oh shit, how far? I don't know, about 2-3 kilometer burnout, and just around the neighborhood. We'll just do a breaky and just smoke out the hot. And I mean the whole neighborhood. I'm not joking either.
I
Yeah,
had one of them. I'm trying to find a photo.
back in those days, yeah, man. And an LTD, it's fucking trippy because the RSN's so long. It's like everything's just slow, mate. It is. It's just yeah, I can drive the cars and all that, you know. And in
Not as ZH.
or it's just bang, because you're already. But in an LTD, it's just like hang. It's like flying FPV drones, mate. It's like hang time, and you come back around and hang. Yeah, LTD is all right to do sideways
That's
shit.
why the
Not only that, Mars, they had the fucking slippery diff in them. Mars, they had that slippery diff in them because I sold the panel van. We had kids and I had to sell the panel van, WB panel van, and I bought an LTD XD model LCD 351 on. I put the gas on it.
Yeah.
And they're a station wagon wheelbase. That's why you got that extra room behind the back seat.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were awesome. I was trying to find a photo.
Didn't mind them.
I had the metallic blue, the light blue.
Yeah.
And with their grill, I took every second flute out.
Okay, yeah.
Front grill, so to get more air and whatnot. Just changed up the grill.
They look like a Rolls Royce grill.
Yeah, I didn't like the grill too much, so I took every second flute out, and that made it look a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So,
twin headlights.
Was your guys' LTD the same as the American LTD?
No,
it wasn't the same.
Different.
So, Smitty, what you
But
did.
it was still a big giant boat of a fucking car. Though.
Yes.
Yeah. And he told me we don't need tyres.
Looks like there's plenty of grip on one side. It's all right.
Last time I drove the Ute, the tyres were not like that. So I'm under the impression we don't need tyres. And I'm hang on a minute. I wasn't the last one to drive the Ute because the slave cylinder ended up going on Kaz. That's why I didn't drive it for a long time and all the rest of it. Get the slave cylinder fixed and the clutch and all that. So we're getting the clutch done. Mechanic saying you need tyres. I'm going, no, we don't. I had a look at the tyre going, oh, fuck, we do need tyres. Jeez, man.
It took him about half an hour to realise he didn't have a licence for 12 months, so it was only me that drove.
It was only her driving, so it couldn't have freaking been me, mate. She got me good, mate. She got busted bad, yeah. Well, at least we both got lead feet.
Oops.
Only way to live.
Now, did your guys' LTDs come with? Could you get them with 351s and or 390s?
302.
Yeah, 302 and 351s.
351
and also the 250.
Whatever, 250 crossflow, I think, in the later.
Mine was a Cleveland. 351.
One had the V8 351, like what Smitty's saying, and another one he had a 6-cylinder, but this thing was like,
they had 6.
I was driving in a Rolls Royce, all velour seats, just full luxury, not power. You know what I mean? No sideways, none of that type of power to be able to spin the wheels. But I'll admit, mate, it's like a Statesman, same sort of scenario. You know what I mean? After these Statesmen, they were luxury. You know what I mean?
6-cylinder was like a boat. When you had the V8 in there, you had something to play with.
You had something, exactly. You know?
The Statesman was the same as the Chevy Caprice, wasn't it?
Statesman,
pretty much.
I'm not sure on the Chevy, but Statesman Caprice and Statesman DeVille.
The luxury.
Yeah. They might have been rebadged over in New Zealand as Chevys, were they?
Maybe. I've never heard of Chev Caprice.
Haven't you?
No, because our Statesman came out. Statesman DeVille is the first one, and then Caprice is the bit more luxurious one. It's got pretty much optional, like full extra.
Nearly all Stadiums just had Chevy engines in them.
Yeah, after the WB, they went to the American style.
Yeah.
The American.
We didn't get them. We didn't get those after the WB. It went to it was just an extended VN chassis, wasn't
it? It went to Commodores after the WB.
The Grange and all that. Yes, that's right.
The VB Commodores.
But the Commodores have been in them since 78, 79, wasn't it?
No, the WB was produced up to about 84, 85, I think.
WB was an 82 model.
Didn't you have a VB Commodore?
Yeah, but the WB was based on the Kingswood chassis.
The Vauxhall
VB 79.
Yeah, VBs were the early Commodores, the first Commodores.
Yeah,
that's the first one. VB
back in 79.
79. Because the Tirana.
No. Outback. How the hell are you?
I'm sure my VB.
That's what I said. Outback.
Europack. VB Europack, that was 79 model.
Yeah.
From memory, because that's when the Tirana stopped and the Statesman stopped and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Once they went to Commodores, they stopped all the other shit.
Yeah.
But the Statesman WB finished in 82, didn't it?
WB went a little bit further, and the Commodore was already out. Correct, yeah.
There was a gap between Statesman's from between the VL. I don't think they had a Statesman out at that stage. They were in that transition phase trying to get a motor.
VL's where your Caprice started.
Yeah, the early Commodores had the 202 and then they went. The sick of those, we put a Nissan motor in.
I had a VN Statesman. They were called a VQ. That was the model. They were VQs. That was your VN body shape. I had a SV5000.
Oh, wow.
When they went to VL, which is about 1984, 85, they were
VL body shape.
86.
Statesman.
86.
Went to Calais. Yeah.
After the
VK went to Calais.
Then the VT body shape, they missed out on with the VL. There was no Statesman VK body shape or VL.
Yep.
They also had a Royale, didn't they?
Yeah. So the WB lasted till the VQ, which would have been the VNs. So the VLs, VKs, there was no sort of Statesman based on those body shapes. Not from memory.
No, I don't think so either.
No, unless someone stretched the VK.
Mary doesn't know what we're talking about.
They weren't.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah. So VN, once WB had jumped straight to the VQs. That's it.
Yeah.
That was the next Statesman, and that sort of died. Well, it's still a Statesman because the Grange is still classed as a Statesman, even the latest model ones. But they're a big car.
The Statesmans are like the luxurious and the top of the range with your power windows and shit. And then the others are just your standard sedan. That's what sort of.
The Statesmans were the same as a Ford Model T in luxury.
I'm sure 427.
Well, then you're up into the fucking Trans Am, the 427s and all that. 6.5 litres.
Yeah.
Smokey and the Bandit.
For the W427, he actually paid, it was 35 grand deposit for the Holden to actually build it for him. By the time it come through from being built, which took 12 weeks, this guy gone fucking bankrupt or whatever, lost his deposit, and then another guy come into the dealership and bought it, paid 170 grand for it. So work actually made over 200 grand on it. On one car.
Was that limited run Commodore, the Monaro back in the early 2000s?
Mm-hmm. It was.
Hey, Holly, you're on mute, mate.
Because that was when I worked back at Holden in 16 years ago.
I remember my boss when I was doing my apprenticeship in Sydney, he had a fucking VL Calais V8 and the 308 one. Fuck, it was nice. You know, jump in the car, go for a run to Kingston and get such and such from the other factory and bring it back here, which is like two suburbs over in fucking Sydney. So it was a fair hike. It was like a good 10, 15-minute drive. You jump on his VL Calais and just fucking roar up the highway, Southern Cross Drive, pull into Kensington, where the other part was, and we're at Mascot. Go back and it was awesome just driving his fucking VL Calais, all the luxury and aircon and everything else. But then he sold that and he bought a fucking Toyota Grande Cressida, top of the range model. And he popped the bonnet once. They had the super engine in them. And he popped the bonnet and I looked at it. I said, fucking hell, Jeff, there's a lot of money here. He goes, what do you mean? Well, the way you run up people's asses, there's fucking more. There's about $5 grand between the grill and the fucking radiator. He said, fuck off. You always drive home pissed at peak hour because in Sydney, his theory was in Sydney, you run up someone's ass, they'll just take your number and they'll fucking sort it out later. Jump in the car and away you go. But these days, well, it's like that now. You have a fucking fender bender. Unless someone's hurt, the cops won't come out to your fucking accident.
No.
Yeah.
You just
I found it out about 2 or 3 years ago. No, 5 years ago.
Is it still that it's still that P5 collision incident report you can do online or over the phone, or they got rid of that too?
Most of the time, if there's no one injured, cops won't come out.
No one's injured. They won't come out and they'll fucking tell you the insurance companies will sort it out for you.
Yeah, most of the time. Like what Kaz is trying to say, when she had that idiot went through the give way sign and straight in front of her, the cops come out for that, even though she wasn't. But then the ambulance got called. But they were there before the ambulance even got called or anything.
Because I remember him keep saying, "Oh, we'll bring the coppers and that," and I'm like, no. But I think more so because the guy I hit, obviously he flipped over, and all these witnesses are coming out going, "Oh God, is he okay? Is he okay?" Because the car's fucking flipped over.
Yeah.
And I'm standing in the middle of the road going, "Fuck that cunt! Don't worry about him. He's fucking injured because he's ruined my car."
Oh yeah, okay. I was really impressed too. You can
And
imagine
then he climbed out. He's like walking over to me, and I'm going, "Mate, fucking back off, cunt! Get away from me."
Yeah, I was not happy. I was going to murder him.
I only have one thing to say about you guys' cars. They sound like Harley Davidsons. Y'all got so many different fucking letters for your fucking cars. It's like a Harley Davidson.
Exactly.
FLX, DWG, fucking QXYZ. I don't understand how y'all can keep track of all those models with all those fucking letters.
That's exactly right. And like, if you're a petrol head, you know what those fucking letters are in the 70s, the 90s. Yeah, it's exactly right.
Because I mean, like here, it's just the model of the car, That's it, GTO or Trans Am, what
Yeah, exactly.
Shit like that. Y'all motherfuckers got WP.
Oh, you've got longer arms. You're close up. That's what happened to the guy.
Kaz hasn't got long arms.
That's what happened to him after he ran over Kaz's car.
Hey, Kaz, how do you park that like that?
He bounced off of the front, straight off the front of the nose cone, and as he's gone like that across Kaz, and
was
then
that your wagon or
That was the van I hit.
And landed on another four-wheel drive. So he's hit Kaz's car, four-wheel drive, and flipped on his side.
That's what happened to my baby. Oh, babe, you're closer.
This is what that fucking arsehole done, mate.
Fuck, mate. Is that the wagon?
Nah, that was the sedan, the black clubby.
The sedan we had prior to the wagon.
And then you sold that to get your wagon?
Yeah, we got payout insurance and then we got our wagon.
Fuck, I remember you had your black one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's another.
Yeah, well, that was the guy, because there was no skid marks, nothing. He just comes straight across. And
she couldn't even stop. Lucky she just took off from her boss's place. The boss was in the car too. They only just got up to like 40 kilometers an hour because it's only 50 kilometers an hour in a side street. He went straight for a stop sign, give way sign. What's bad if he didn't hit Kaz?
Yeah.
Where he went through that intersection.
He was doing about
over here is a dead end. All right. He's come through. He hit Kaz. Lucky he's flipped over and stopped. If Kaz wasn't there, he had to keep going, not paying attention. Where that dead end is, there's just a couple of those, the logs, whatever, and people walk. It's a park. It's a football oval. And people there, pregnant ladies walking prams, people walking their dogs. You never know what he could have killed someone if he didn't hit Kaz you know what I mean? Because there was people there walking through the park. Oh yeah, he would have killed someone easily, because he would have built up more speed by the time he got there as well. He pretty much came 60.
They didn't put him on the bag or anything. Like he was fucking drunk.
I don't know. I got no idea. I forgot. No, he was sober. He was on his phone. He wasn't drunk.
Okay.
Young fucker.
Young guy.
He was still stuck inside that van when all the witnesses come out.
See what I'm all for these. I'm all for these fucking phone laws. The way they're on their phone.
Yeah,
and then I actually warned the guy. I said, "Wait till my fucking other half gets here, cunt. You're fucking dead."
And when I got up there, he was hiding because I was losing it, yelling like a.
And the copper even said to Mars, he goes, "Yeah, I would have belted him already."
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's just stupidity, mate. Like you could have, mate. Really, they're in a side street.
Then reality set in view and thought I could have ended up dead.
You do You do live in fucking Mexico, though.
You go through all the emotions, and I did. I lost the plot when I got up there. Then I calmed down and apologised, not to him, but apologised to everyone else. And it's just But when man, it's just don't like
Kaz,
no need.
how's your finger?
These days, Bluetooth car stereos are cheap enough for you to have Bluetooth, and mate, how hard can it be? Seriously, you know what I mean? And if worse gets the worst, well, don't answer your phone. When you stop, answer it, look at it. You know what I mean?
Sorry, what did you say, Craig?
Oh, well.
How's your finger?
Hey, Outback, links in the chat if you want to pop in.
It's still copyright. I'm still having therapy.
What time is it? Fucking 9:30. 9:30. So it'll be fucking. It'll be only 7:30 for fucking.
Go get your Google thing that you have to put on there, your contraption.
You're on therapy.
I'm looking at a payout for this because I can't straighten it.
Oh, so you can buy a Ford. Good one.
I'm gonna spend the rest of the money on the Ute and get that just fucking perfect. Then
Why don't you spend the money on the surround?
Then I'm going to get the clubby tuned and over the radiator on that as well.
Yeah.
Then
spend the money on the surround.
The Ute. And then I might buy a Toyota Hilux so we can go bush bashing.
No, not a Hilux. Get a cruiser.
Get a
cruiser.
I want a dirty old Hilux that so if we smash it and dint it out in the bush, it's not going to matter. We can just leave it and go, okay, walk off.
I'll tell you what.
Get an old DJ.
Yeah, look at the Navaras, man. Fucking I'm impressed with Nelly. It fucking goes everywhere.
Mine, but not the new. I don't want a new one. I want an old one.
No,
fucking hell, man. How many bikes you got?
There's a
7.
There's a few there.
7?
Yeah, we'll go around.
Fuck me.
Ducati Dharma. Husterberg T300. Motor Guzzi Grisso's behind it. Under the blue cover, you got a 900 S2 Ducati. And the little Kawasaki EL250 and the mighty Honda CB125E, which I'll never get booked on.
CB,
Yeah.
You never
So I've
get
got a
booked
few.
on that. Fuck, you got some
That's my
bikes.
hobby.
Fuck. What was the Ducati? What Duke you had?
Sorry?
What was the Ducati?
One's a Dharma, so it's a 78 SD900, and the other one's an 82 900 S2. So they're both getting restored at the moment.
He hasn't got one, he's got fucking 2 of them.
Well, you need 2 Ducatis because generally one's broken down, and but these decided to both break down. So
I was going to say,
new motors. So there's $5,000 each.
So wait a minute, it's a Ducati. Both are broke down. What are you talking about? They're like fucking Harley Davidsons. They're expensive and they break.
Yeah, so the Italian Harley,
$100.
HD
needs $100.
But I do
What
like
are the
them.
Buells
So,
like?
That's my other one there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Broke my rib riding one of those things.
And fucking you scooter there.
Nice.
But no, that 426, man, that's a weapon. You want a 426 that acts like a 2-stroke? Fucking buy one of them.
Yeah, I rode one, mate. I broke my rib riding the bloody thing. It spat me off. So
you got to hang on to the fucking thing.
I hit a root that just shot me over the handlebars, and I panicked and I went to ball up. The problem is I was on my elbow or my fist drove into my rib, cracked the rib, and I'm there. I said, because it was my brother-in-law's bike. I said, how much do you want for it? He goes, why that? I said, because when I buy it, I'm going to burn the bastard. So I ended up, but yeah, I was put onto the Husterberg, the 300 2-stroke. It's got plenty of poke, but they're not like the old 2-strokes where you have to rev them. A lot of low down grunt, and they're light, so they're easy to manage in tight tracks.
And then they coast well too. No compression.
Yeah. They're not a bad thing, but
As that's the wear on a finger.
A finger thing.
Yeah. to keep it straight.
Yeah, but
Oh.
actually, if I'm comfortable, I'll use my payout to get the Tirana on the road. That's what I'll do.
Put the fucking thing on.
Local here.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. It's just like it's a 4-stroke with a fucking power band. They're just insane.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Just if you stall it on a hill, they're a bastard to start unless you know how to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a knack. I'll taught the knack, and
the compression lever is a wonder. You need that compression lever.
And you got to bring the Kickstarter only up so far. Then you push it down, and I think you got to do a prayer or something. But if you stall it, that 426, I know they got no tolerance to dumb riders because if you stall it, it goes, "You are too stupid to ride me. I'm not starting."
Yeah, fucking hell. It's you stay there, like you stall it in the bush. You gotta use the decompression lever to find top dead center. Then 2 clicks down from the fucking top dead center, and that's a sweet spot.
Yeah,
I know. I had to ring me brother to fucking tell me about it because he had one. And I was kicking my ass and sweating my hole out, and the fucking thing wouldn't kick over. He goes, really? Yeah. The most easiest bike you can kick over when you got it right. And tell you what, when he told me about it, it just fucking went boom. And it's right. Yeah. Not like the
it's
old.
Not easy. It's not
like
easy to do that when you're when you stall it on the hill. It's a prick to start because I have to turn it around, roll down the hill, get to the bottom, then start it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or clutch it. But no, they're a weapon, absolute weapon.
The funniest thing I ever saw, my mate, I had a TD 500 70s Yummy, and he didn't know how to start it. He had a wee circle on the cam and he'd line it up in the window, decompression lever, and bang, away she'd go. He didn't have a clue. Fucking, it launched him. The backfire launched him clean off the bike.
Yeah. It used to be fun watching the old Harleys kick back. You'd see the guys get catapulted.
Oh, yeah. They'd either catapult you or they break your fucking leg.
Yeah.
You'd rather the catapult.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
I've been catapulted a couple times.
What was the big Suzuki single? Was it a DL 700 or DL 800 or something?
Oh. There's a DR 650, but I thought there was a bigger one there briefly.
Yeah, 800. Very short time, single banger. It didn't have a kickstart. It was electric start.
For good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. What was your first bike, Matt?
Kawasaki Z250. We were limited to 250cc back in the 90s. So you can imagine a 6-foot guy that's 82 kilos straddling this tiny little bike. It was a great look. The best insult I caught, they said, God, you look like a praying mantis humping a lady beetle. So,
I'm going to remember that one.
That was the best insult. That was my top 2 insults I copped riding. That was one of them. Yeah. Because I don't mind smaller bikes to get around town. I just don't see the point of wheeling the Grisso out to ride 5 kilometres or even take it to work because it's just shit riding. It's just you just going to work and you get some funny looks. I look like an Uber rider riding that CB125, and they look confused when a white guy pulls the helmet off. So.
I'm going to have to get the drone out on follow me mode, and I will jump on that little 50cc scooter of mine. I'm 6'3" and about 140 kilos.
Well, my wife had a little 250, and I used to ride it everywhere. And the other best insult I copped, it was a little CD250. And I pulled it up at the lights. This guy in I think it was a Norton Commando or it might have been a Triumph. He pulled up next to me and he looks at me, he looks at the bike, and he leans in, he goes, son, if you water it twice a day and leave it in sunlight, it might grow into a real bike. I pissed myself laughing. So what I done the next day, I had an Aprilia 1000. I took it out, and I was hoping to see him again and say, "Look, I took your advice, champ, and thank you." But no. But yeah, it was just such a good insult. But it wasn't being nasty. It was just genuinely funny.
No. Yeah, my brother's got an Aprilia 1000 as well.
Horrible road bikes, if it's the RSV, but magnificent on the track. I used to put mine on the track, and it was some of his all remember Oran Park, and it had a pretty short straight. And you'd have the R1s come past you at about 250 in the straight. Okay, and then they'd be banging on the brakes, and you'd still go flying past them because you could brake later and turn into the corner because they had better brakes, better compression braking, and handled better. But it was it was a great bike, but in traffic it was horrible. It overheat, used to carry on, absolute nightmare of a thing. But I loved it.
Bloody Italians.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, if it wasn't doing 100, it wasn't happy, which is not good in Sydney because they will book you the minute you look like you're doing over 60k.
Yeah.
And the other funny story I've got to tell you is my brother had a CR 500 two-stroke before they flicked over to the four-stroke. But anyway, he fucking pulled a wheelie, and the power band hit at the same time. He got flying off the back, and of course he was still hanging on the handlebars, fucking giving it large on the bloody accelerator, and he fucked his knees. He just let it go. He sold it and bought a YTM.
Did you see that ad? Did you see that ad doing the rounds like for a CR 500, and it talks, this bike's not for pussies, and it goes right down this rant. It's blood. I'll see if I can dig it up, and I'll chuck it on my my Instagram page if I can find it. Bloody hilarious, but spot on for that type of bike. It was a weapon.
Those CR 500s are like the 426 weapon. They my mate raced motocross in Ulladulla and Ben Paris, and he bought a CR 500 to race the Nationals over in Western Australia. As you can only ride it in the 500, so he bought this 1990 model 500. It was right on 89 on the turnover of the 90. He just got it in by freight, put it together. He was taking for a blade up the bush track, out bush, just up the fucking road, come around and come back. I come around this sweeping corner, and it was just drifting. Like the front wheel's there and your back wheel's there. And that was on the compression coming around the corner, slowing down. And that's it. You fucking take it. It was a weapon, like, and it's just like that thing. I was like, now knowing how to ride them, they're awesome. But back in the day when I was a kid, you take it back.
And Honda don't make two-strokes anymore.
Everything's got four-strokes now.
Yeah, sadly. Only Yamaha makes a two-stroke, and that's based on something that's almost 20 years old, from what I understand.
No. Suzuki and Kawasaki still makes two-stroke.
Oh, do it? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Honda's the only one that really isn't anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're all four-stroke. I used to be a Honda fan. I always had XRs, and that's the second Yamaha. I bought a TT 350 like when they first went to four strokes to compete with the XRs. Mm-hmm. Model 1 wrecked and rebuilt it because I didn't have a bike for years, and the only cheap way I could get a bike to go bush riding. I bought it for $700, rebuilt it for $700, and ended up selling it for $2,500 later. And as I sold it, we fucking valve seat, the oil rings, everything went in the fucking valves, and the blue smoke everywhere. But the blokes ended up buying it for $2,000 anyway, so I still made a bit of money on it. But it was, he come and looked at it, and he wrote it down there, and there's fucking smoke everywhere. He goes, it still goes all right. I said, yeah, mate, that's just happened. You just O-rings. So he ended up buying it still. And I'm like, it's the only reason I bought it was cheap, $1,500, and it's the only other way I could get out the scrub and go riding. But I've always been a Honda man myself. But yeah, XRs are always the way to go and reliable. The Honda XRs were. CRs were weapons. That thing's both them combined together. So I got the best of both worlds. And
a mate of mine had a, what are they, XR 600?
Yeah. The 86 model was the best one. 86 model XR 600 with the gold alloy rims.
Took it for a ride. I was in third accidentally instead of first, and I took off in third. I did manage to take off. Like fucking, I shit. Oh mate, this thing was lucky I didn't fall off. I was held on, don't know how, but mate, I didn't know. I'm not a kick-ass bike. I know how to ride bikes, but yeah, I'm not a fantastic bike rider. And mate, took off in third. Oh my fucking god!
Yeah,
but the power is just brr, brr, what 100 k's already? Jesus Christ!
that 86 model XR I was talking about. The 86 model XR with the alloy rims is. I didn't first. My mate had one. He broke. He goes, "Yeah, I'll show you how to wheel stand." He wheels down the fucking length of the street, past his house, and fucking out of sight. Fuck, like this. Then first time I jumped on it, he goes, "You take for a blat," and I thought, "I'll have a go." I had it in first. He just fucking come straight up too quick. I just fucking had to. I just stopped it. Like ways stopping the wheel stand.
The
wheel stand. Even he said, like the wheel stand, you got to lift it in fucking second or third.
Okay.
Then you get that and just fucking sit there.
I've got two bikes. I've got a cheap Chinese $1,500 250 no-name brand. It's actually got, how you got Monster. The stickers on my bike are exactly like the Monster stickers with the scrapes, the free scrapes, right? But the two last letters are not OR, they are ER. Or they are OR instead of ER. Like the Monster is ER. On my bike, it's not OR because, copyright and all that. So cheap Chinese, whatever. Twin core, 250. It's a slug, but it's good enough for me to ride around with when I got my kids' bikes and where I used to live and all that and the past and that's all. And then I bought another one. It's a 140 Thumbstar.
Yeah.
It's called Pit Boss. It was a Queensland company, which were a California company, but they expanded to Australia. So there was guys there that had a shop in Queensland and California. And it's not like your normal Thumbstar where you got just the center pole in the frame. I've got the twin frame with all the like mongoose proper welds. It's a $3,000, $4,000 bike. I got it for $500. It didn't leave no restriction on when I bought it. So I got it for $500. Yeah, it's all anodized, and it's got this kick-ass like New Zealand freaking Maori
shape.
Yeah, like a tattoo. It's the actual kickstand. It's all like that tribal
tattoo.
It's like a tribal tattoo. That's my kickstand. It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen what I'm talking about, but my God, when I saw, wow, just crazy. Sick.
Is it the same symbol on Air New Zealand's tail?
I don't know. It's just this. It's got this tribal type kickstand. Like it's crazy, man. All anodized. It's not like you just your normal straight and the lever comes out. It's not like that. It's got the lever, but it's got as the lever comes straight up, it's got all this tribal I don't know. It's hard to sort of describe the shape of it. It's a real I've never seen one.
New Zealand.
And all anodized brake calipers, levers, and it's a good bike. It's a sick kick-ass Thumbster, you know what I mean? It's right up there. It's like what are they? There's another Thumbster now that they race and all that, like in the 125 range, 140 range, 150, 160s.
Yeah,
but all those Thumbsters are Honda copies.
They're the only Thumbsters now that are like worth it if you're going to buy a Thumbster. But I don't know what happened to the company, the Pit Boss, but mate, they should have kept going because just by the frame, you'll know when you see the twin silver frame with the welds on it, you know what? There's a difference between the Thumbster with the single thing in the middle that it's got just whoever welded the frame. You know what I mean? Your cheap Thumbsters. It's not a cheap. That's like no worries. I could have taken it, gone off whatever ramp I wanted to, That thing will do flips, 360s, back, you name it. It's you can take it into competition. It won't snap, it won't break. Whereas the other thumpsters, like what I bought for my kids, mate, that thing will snap, not even going off a ramp, just going off the gutter off your drive.
Decent pit bike then, yeah.
Yeah, there's decent ones and then there's like not the decent ones, I bought my kids a cheapo one. Look, the amount I paid for my kids $500 each. One was a 60 for my youngest son, automatic, and a 125 for my elder son with gears. And I bought the Pit Boss 140. They all cost me $500. But I ended up, the Pit Boss is worth about $3,000. But he left no reserve, on eBay. Even when I went to pick it up, I'm handing in the cash and I'm going, I shouldn't have said it, but I said, mate, I feel guilty, mate. I go, this is like a $3,000 bike. Mate, you sure you don't want a bit more? I was actually going to offer him more money, mate, but I didn't. Mate, $500, what do you want? That's your fault you didn't put no reserve, not my fault. But I felt guilty, like it is. It's a fucking sick bike. Like compared to the one to 250 I got, the 250 probably can't even keep up with the 140. Put it that way. Like it's a sick bike. It's a kick-ass bike. Some stuff.
That's it. No, that was a 125 Orion for my boys to learn on, but because it was 3-speed and clutch, they didn't sort of take to it. And I bought the quad as well, an automatic quad where it was 3-speed. They could take off in third, so they just used it.
Yeah, same as what I bought for my son. Yeah, same thing. But semi-automatic.
The little thumpster he fucking went. I'd come home, I'd sit on the front, I'd have a beer or two or three, and then I'd have 6. Then I'd go, fuck, I might get the bike out. And I'd be around the front yard, around the letterbox, on the palm tree. I had a figure 8 in the front yard, and I was wearing a dirt track on the front yard. So I thought, oh, no, I better put it away.
Yeah, well, at the time when I got it,
That's my daughter's.
With my ex and my kids and all that, and where we live was a new place in Mernda, and it was just a new estate, and where we live was right at the edge of that new estate, and it's just all paddocks, man. So out the driveway, I'm straight into paddocks. My next door neighbor was paddocks, and you can ride all the way to like the main road and come back, and I used to take the kids and that. That's how I ended up buying the bike. So yeah, and then later I got the bigger bike, the 250, and then everything changed, divorced, and that's just everything's now in storage. Yeah. The 140, I actually left that behind for the kids, and they went out and thrashed it. And there's no compression; there's just nothing. It's gone. So the 140 needs a rebuild, made a rebuild, and then she's up and running again. For what it is, like I said, for the 500 what I paid, Jesus Christ, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I did good there. I really did well.
The quad was good for the boys because they ended up using that because I don't think they weren't too competent on the
just slow riding. Yeah,
and I just jump on the fucking the thumpster. I fucking ride around the backyard and everything else. Awesome.
Well, Holla's gone.
See you later, Holla. Have a good one, buddy.
Cheers, mate.
Did you guys over in Australia get the test?
They don't have timing.
The test model motorbike?
So I told him so.
There you go.
I don't know.
What was that, Craig?
Test Tarkas were a cheap bloody bike for farmers over here.
No, never heard.
You used to get them free with a container of drench at the.
No, I don't think bloody, so.
No? Well, that was my first bike, was a Test Tarka, and then I upgraded to a TF125 Suzuki.
Yeah. My first bike was a KLR 250 Road Trail.
My first bike was a penis.
You freaking idiot. Within the first hour, I was in front of my mates, decided to show off and got it on the back wheel, and I was running behind. Sold that very quickly. Like I said, I'm on a bike ride. I'll get on a motorbike, I'll lean over the handlebars, and I'll fucking and I'll give it to come to a bend, get around there like a grandma, and off I go on the straight again. That's it. That's me riding a bike. I haven't got fear in a straight line, but when it comes to a bend, no, fuck that. But I didn't experience, like all my mates are on YZ80s and all that. I was on a BMX, so parents wouldn't allow me to have a motorbike. So there's your difference. You know what I mean? Well, here where I grew up in Victoria, Melbourne, you know what I mean? If you went on a YZ80, you missed out on that generation, and trust me,
exactly.
Yeah, I can't do monos or, shit scared of, like, I'd love to do a mono on, like, on a BMX, mountain bike, whatever, racer, can change gears with the old racer.
Mars, it's completely different now these days anyway. Like back in the day, wheel standing across up was the biggest thing you can do. Now they're doing fucking 360s, flips, and fucking everything else.
Exactly, man, exactly. I noticed the same thing in BMX. It's almost the same, you know what I mean? What they do now in BMXs, they never used to do that in my day. And I was here, we had the first quarter pipe in all of Australia, the first quarter pipe, because of my mate Herbie. Guy. He actually got sponsored as a marshal from Honda, sponsored him as a marshal to marshal races in the USA. Like rich families, they've got 4 houses in one court. They've almost renamed the whole street after their family name. Rich people, you know what I mean? But
he got a half fight. Was that because he had he was on a BMX then, or
he was into BMXs back then. Yeah, Herbie started BMXs, and
when I was skating in Wollongong and all that.
Mongoose Redline, those bikes, Smitty. He was sponsored by all the BMX, and then he was a sick motorbike rider. Like, I mean, sick. When I say sick, you know what I mean?
Mongoose and Redline.
So he transferred BMX to motorbike. He was just crazy on the motorbike. Parents had the money. He was one of the first ones here in Melbourne to have an XR 250 when they first came out, the very brand new Hondas, if you remember, when they came out before the XR 350s. He was the first one over XR 250. And
the 80 models, 1980.
We were lucky. And then after that quarter pipe, mate, we still didn't have no like skateboard bowls or none of that. Mate, it took a while for that to all come into Melbourne. Because that was the early BMXs. We went from dragsters to BMXs. I actually owned a dragster with BMX handlebars before parents would buy me a bloody BMX. You know what I mean? So,
on one of my last YouTube video I did when I got hit by that car, man, we had a girl's bike and he welded that bar from the gooseneck to the seat pole. That's the only thing that fucking saved me, because it lifted the car up, the HT wagon. I come out between the front and rear wheel. But to me, I was none the wiser. Your foot slipped off the peg. I wasn't confident on it. I was on tippy toes. The handbrake wasn't working properly. I pulled her on flat knacker and just slowed it down just enough to put dead center in the road. The chick fucking ran over me. And ear ripped off. And I ended up having to get a bandage on that side, on the left side, for about probably 4 or 5, 6 weeks to further fix myself back on. To me, I wasn't crying. I wasn't hurting. That's what's funny. I wasn't hurting. This just happened. It went black. Next minute, I was crawling up out of the gutter. Mum's across the front yard, fucking bawling her eyes out, and everyone else is all fucking in hysterics. And
you're on the wiser.
I was on the wiser, just numb, fucking obviously in shock or whatever, but I'm hurting. Then I said, "Am I bleeding?" She goes, "Yeah." And then I fucking, that was it. Fucking waterworks started.
When you hear blood,
when you're all back there, all of a sudden. Honestly, I would have been only fucking 7 or 8. Probably even, I could have been younger, like 7 or 8, 9. I left Canberra when I was 10, so I know I was
before that.
As well in the mid years then, so I could have been. I definitely would have been about 7 or 8, or maybe I would have been 7 or 8. Like I said, it was jumping from the small bike to the big bike. At that time, so I probably would have been fucking 8 or 9 or 7 or 8 or something.
Grade 4, grade 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I left in the last 5. So it would have been. You could have been early on in that, probably 4, I'd say. 4.
Grade 4.
It would have been 8 years old, 7 or 8.
Somewhere around there.
I think I was 8 years old. But it was just the pictures didn't show you how steep the driveway was, but when you fucking haven't got your feet on the pedals and you're fucking relying on that,
touch the ground.
you're down. And the fucking HC wagons coming up over the hill. Fuck. You know you're going to put your money on.
Done that.
But yeah, I got crawled up out of the gutter. Mum's running across the fucking front lawn. There's anyone bleeding? Yep. Fucking that was it. They took me to the hospital and fucking patched me up. And Mum worked in the canteen at the school, and fucking I was there fucking for the 3 weeks because she still had to go to work, and I had to go to school and hang around the fucking cafeteria for that fucking 4 or 5 weeks till my ear fused, and then I could go back to school.
We don't know, Dion. Ask Craig. We don't know what we're crapping on about. We're just crapping on, mate.
Just shit.
Yeah. Fuck 2.5 hours. I won't be too much longer.
Yes.
Freaking thing's frozen. Come
Yeah.
We're all froze at the moment.
No, we're all right. Keep moving here.
Oh, no, we're back up.
No,
again.
we're not frozen now. What do you want, Craig?
Nothing.
Enough.
You're like, Martin's going to be the one that cops it for you.
Cheers.
Nah, mate. Nah. You'll do this on purpose all night. No.
So it'll make the sex better. Because I'll have to belt you because Craig's annoying me.
Keep going, Craig. I want to be spanked. Keep it up.
Cheers.
Not that kind of thing.
I'll have a fucking Supreme, mate. Baroni. Fuck, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten.
What are you sucking on, Kaz?
Straw.
Yeah, I've heard it gets you pissed quicker.
Not that I want sympathy, but I've had a sore tooth, so I'm using it.
Oh,
No JD left.
None.
So now what have I got?
We drunk them all. Devil's Cup.
Oh, Devil's Cup. I'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
but on a funny note, I've ridden bikes,
What?
and her name was Rhonda. But I've ridden bikes since I was probably about 10, and I've never ever had my license. I should have got it when I was younger.
Definitely.
Fuck, I got mine as soon as I
Have a
could.
license either, the way he is.
What?
What? Nothing. What?
I don't do nothing illegal.
Neither do I.
That the cops know of.
You're just a stupid one that gets caught. I don't.
Bullshit. Oh,
Yeah, I did get ripped last
Yeah,
time.
exactly, Craig. Push it.
bullshit.
Do you know not long,
Yes.
or actually, when I say not long ago, it was probably like a year and a bit ago.
Cheers.
When I had the black clubby, fucking, I got a speeding fine. Shut up,
Yes.
Craig. I got a speeding fine, right? And
Yes.
Mars turns around and goes, "It wasn't me." And I went, "Yeah, it was, because you drove that night." He goes, "It wasn't me." So I don't know about everywhere else, but here in Vic now we can get a free photo, right? You just log on and it gives you a photo. Who's in the driver's seat?
Shit.
And he goes, "That's not me." And I'm
Nah.
like, "Well, what other bloke could be driving my car?" Like,
No.
seriously.
Some fucking Chinese cunt could have stolen the car.
He wasn't Chinese, it was you. And he goes, "The Chinese person is called some cunt." Who was it?
And his brother, dumb cunt.
Yeah, and no cunt.
That's the cunt.
I had those cunts at work, eh? Dumb cunts, stupid cunts.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking cunt.
I did try to get away from it, and yeah, I got caught out by the freaking photo evidence. I said, I wasn't driving that day. You were driving that day. Yeah, no, I got caught out bad.
You were fucking
Wait.
dumb.
We done that in Queensland. I got done for going. First time I ever got caught by a camera, but I had to go out to the chemist to get shit. Come back and then say, "Oh, you got done for speeding, blah blah blah." I said, "No, it's your car."
I don't know, Smitty, when we go to Queensland in April, I am literally going to jot down every time I'm driving. Because if you get a fine, I can go, you got it. You're got a clean record now. I don't.
I do too. I got no demerit points. I got to build them up. I can build them up all the way to 12.
I got none either. I got none.
I'm back to 0. Yeah,
do you guys want to hear a funny speed camera story?
Was it one where someone was sucking someone off, or?
I don't know, Kaz.
You've got a serious look on your face.
Funny story was, there was a speed camera in the UK, and it was on a road, which is just single carriageway.
Yeah.
But the farmer was coming down a hill, and the speed camera was right there. But the farmer must have got in England, and he must have got caught. And here he was, and his wife was driving the tractor, and he was in the bucket loading tyres on top of the speed camera, filling with diesel, and set fire to it.
I want to go through a speed camera and get caught, playing with Mars, going through the speed camera. That'd be good.
What are you driving, a Ford?
Don't own one.
Because a Holden wouldn't go that fast to get caught on a speed camera.
Yeah, okay.
You so fucking wait till I fucking visit New Zealand.
Hey, Kaz, wipe your chin. Wipe your chin, you're dribbling shit.
Because that's my saying, so I ain't falling for it.
Well, I never heard you say that before.
I've heard that saying. I use that.
Really?
Wipe your mouth.
So
shit.
So when's Ice Bike up and running again, do we know?
Who knows?
Don't know.
I can go to say something else, but I won't. Who knows?
Who cares? Who cares?
You can say it. One of these ones.
Dilly gaff.
Your friend?
Fuck knows.
Yeah.
Fuckhead. Anyway.
Yeah, Beck says
that's all I'm going to say on that.
Speed cameras in the same day on
in the same day. Fuck that. That sucks. It had to be Newcastle.
My wife got done by the same camera twice in a day.
Wow.
You know what actually sucks? Like, I don't know what other states are like, but thinking about 3 times in one day, fucking this nuff that used to share a place with me when I lived down before I met Mars, right? Fucking took one of my cars, because when we met, how many cars did I have? 4, 5.
27.
I only had 4 cars when Mars and I met.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then this fucking nuff, he took one of my cars, right? I literally lost my license for 3 months because this dick that took my car, right, went through speed cameras, unregistered, and he took the fucking cops / fucking sheriff's office, whatever, all that time because I sent them how many letters saying, mate, the car was reported stolen.
Correct.
And I lost my license because they couldn't fucking hurry up with their fucking issues to actually get that sorted out. And I lost my license for 3 months because this car was caught going through speed cameras and unregistered. Yeah. And I lost my license. Then after I got my license back, they're like, oh, yeah, sorry, we've wiped that off your record.
But the good thing is we didn't know that she lost her license anyway, so...
I did, but I kept driving your car every day.
That's what I'm saying. She drove through it. Because she shouldn't have realistically lost her license because it wasn't her. So I thought, mate, it'll end up going to court at the end of the day, no matter what. Even if you get caught again and they whatever on their police computer in the car, But when it goes to court, it's all different. It's all
You had to
updated.
Mars actually had to drag me out of the cop shop because I'm in the cop shop telling the guys that they're fucking cunts and you're fucking useless fucking uniform and
you're as useful. What'd you say? You're as useless as some cunt trying to organise a piss up in a brewery.
His brother dumb cunt.
Organise a root and a fucking brothel.
That's why,
Like, babe,
shut up, get
out.
Because you can't like you can say certain things to coppers and they know that they can't do much about it.
Yeah,
but if
I
you
don't have a filter.
go a little bit past that point, you're getting handcuffed, and that's the last thing I don't want to get handcuffed. I'll start on them, you know what I mean? And then I'll get handcuffed. Yeah, we're not getting nowhere here, mate. You know, so
Yeah, but Kaz might like being handcuffed.
My license because of some cunt that stole my car and has got all this shit.
Yeah.
But because they couldn't hurry up and sort it out.
Because it's still in Kaz's name.
Because the car was in my name. I lost my license.
Shouldn't have been, but, you know.
But it was stolen, reported stolen.
Yeah, exactly.
Smitty, is it just me or where Kaz is sitting behind Mars, it makes her look like she's a tiny wee thing?
She's not sitting behind me, she's sitting beside me.
I'm next to him.
Oh, she must be tiny.
But I'm over this side of the desk. Our desk is like...
We've got a 3-metre desk, Craig.
Dion, this is me on 250, CB125.
See in Matt's garage there, see that bit behind him where the shelves is? I put a wall across there.
What shelves?
Down there.
What, that?
These shelves.
That's his roller door.
These shelves over here.
Yeah, on the right. Yeah, behind him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll petition that off and have that as my house bit.
Yeah,
There's shelves everywhere. So I've got all shelves just here, more Ducati bits on it. Yeah. I'll look at once the bikes are all done, I can get rid of some shelving and actually.
Yeah, he was some cunt out back. That's right. That Chinaman, some cunt.
Yeah, the infamous some cunt.
That reminded me of that Aussie joke, isn't it? The elbow when he borrowed the boss's ute to go into town and he come back, he says, "Oh, boss, I've hit a pig." He's stuck in the bull bar. That's all right. Pull him out and throw him in the back. And he says, "Boss, what do I do with the bike?"
I gotta remember that one.
That's like the old Little Johnny jokes. Little Johnny. Yeah, Johnny's at school and the teacher goes, "Everyone's going to have to put this word contagious in a sentence." You can't. They work at school the next day and the teacher goes, "Okay, little Johnny, you're running a bit late, so while you're up, tell us your story." Yeah, it's on contagious. Goes, yeah, no worries, all good, sweet. And he goes, "Right, me and my dad driving on the country road the other day and his truck fucking spilled all his load of oranges all over the road. When we drove past, my old man said, it's going to take that contagious to pick all them up." Contagious. There you go. Boom, boom.
Little Johnny's very mischievous.
He's very mischievous. That's
Lots
it.
of little Johnny jokes.
Yes.
It's fucking
love him.
Aren't Johnny's condoms?
What?
Fucked him on, eh?
Johnny's condoms.
Over in the States, I think.
Maybe over, US.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking cockroach. Yeah, fucking bastard. Where are you? The size of a horse. I'm going to thong him.
Crunch. There it is.
I've seen that with skid pig, isn't it? Thongies. You pour the beer down your thong and you're going to do that with a cockroach.
Oh, yeah, but Craig, a thong and someone's two from that houseos.
A thonging's a different thing.
Yeah.
A thonging and a thongin is two different things.
Yes.
Not thong.
Oh, slap that thong on your ass. Hey, mate. The Aussie hacker. Is that right?
I watched that, and then later on, I was listening to what they were singing. That's fucking hilarious. I got to show Kaz, Craig. She's
On
gonna
a serious note, Craig,
gonna
I love
piss
the
herself.
Hucker.
We'll show Kaz on your screen while we're on live
Wait till
what
you
it
see
is.
the Aussie Hucker, baby. You're gonna piss yourself.
I love the Hucker. It's so sexy.
Yeah, I like it too.
The original.
Yeah,
when I get the floor, I arc flame up and spit it all over the fucking floor.
wrong Hucker.
Oh.
Okay. Got her.
You know
I got her.
if I do someone do like an Aussie Hucker, I diarrhea. Now the other week or last week, Mars and I we went for our bike ride.
Which one is it?
Like fit, right?
Oyster!
Neil Earl.
And there was a guy out on his front veranda as Mars and I riding past on our bikes, and he's doing one of those fucking ones. And we're riding past, and I'm going, oh, it's fucking gross.
You should have told them that, baby.
So I got my earphones out now.
Yeah, well, what you don't hear won't hurt you, eh?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
She can't handle it. She hates
Oh,
it.
fucking disgusting.
That's how us old fuckers snore at night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. That one, Smitty.
We'll shut it down in 10 minutes. It'll be fucking 3 hours. Fuck. Gets away.
Already. Shit on break.
It does.
I better go and have some tea.
10.
Who was the first one in? Smitty?
Oh, you, and then you popped out again too, and then you come
That's
back.
what he said.
That's what she said. Popped out.
Slip sliding away.
It wiped it on the curtain.
Yep. Lubrication.
You're only got 4 in the chat. Appreciate all you 4 that are in the chat hanging around anyway, because there's just an ad lib drink session and chat. This one was no questions or anything, so thanks for hanging.
So when we do our road trips, Smitty, whereabouts are you?
We're at Taree, Boston, Port Macquarie, mid-north coast, New South Wales.
Oh, so do we pass that if we go up the guts to Queensland?
Yep.
Yes.
Depends if you go on the coast road. You going to go the coast road or the New England?
No, I'm planning we're going straight up the guts to get there, and then on the way home we're going around the coast.
Doesn't it go Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland? Is that how it works?
So you're going to go New England Highway, or are you actually going to go the?
Fucked if I know, just up the guts.
Smitty, I've got a
Don't do New England.
photo.
Yeah, see that.
If you want to share it, I'll screen share it. That's me. See on the front thing, men's store.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And it's red and black, not fucking green and black.
Yeah. That's me cheap Chinese machine.
Well, they get going. They're all right.
Yeah, it does all right.
A little orange thing.
But it does all right.
I had heaps of fun with that little Orient that the boys wouldn't ride. I found it everywhere.
They're Honda copies, aren't they?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They're only fucking cheap.
And I'll find actually, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that'll make
The Aussie Hucker.
Open that, put that over. Oh, I'm going to minimize it now. Can't do that from that side. All right, I'll do that. In a second, I'll get me photo.
Yeah, for sure, mate. I'm in Taree, so yeah, just hit me up.
Dion, are you doing the Dion, are you doing the what's that highway from Rolka to Port? What's that one, Smitty?
Oxley.
No, the Oxley. You doing the Oxley down?
Oxley Highway.
I'm actually having a look at that.
That's me quarter turn, yeah?
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
Oh,
You know that from Walker to Port Macquarie is the Oxley Highway. There's a section there. I want to film it. It's
that's a
obviously
great
like
run.
the bike. That's it's real windy, like in Akaroa. You got fucking Yo-Yo says Akaroa GP, and still it's like that. And Oxley Highway is sort of a similar way. It's just fucking new bit of road, windy as on the hillside and the valley, and it looks real good.
Yeah, I filmed that a few months back when I rode. I put it up. The road's fantastic. It's probably one of the better roads around.
Yeah, it's even got the warning with the bike picture on it saying, bike riders hazards ahead. Watch your fucking driving and that.
Yeah.
So I don't have a map currently. We're going to get a map to look at where we're going, but we were going to go up the guts. So do we go past you if we go up the guts?
Oh.
Because we're going to come back along the coast. And I can see Tamworth. So I've been to Tamworth. So whereabouts from Tamworth are you?
Oh, that's New England.
Yeah, that's New England Highway. That's going up the guts. I'm on the coast road.
Okay, so we would more see you on our way home.
Yeah. If you're going up the guts, you'll miss me, but coming home the coast road, you'll see me.
Do you think that's a good idea, though? Because I was thinking if we go up the guts, because that's quicker, so I've been told.
No,
where are you going to?
No, it's not.
Just right up to the top. Right up the top of Queensland. And then we're going to spend 3 weeks driving back along the coastline.
What's that? Port Douglas.
Actually, to be honest, I think the coast road's just as quick now.
Yeah, everything's bypassed along that coast road.
They've
bypassed
Urunga, and you through Coffs Harbour, which is probably the worst bit. And then they bypass Grafton now. So Grafton bypass cuts off a good fucking 20 minutes. It takes from Taree. It does. It cuts off 20 minutes.
Yeah, but that's funny because they're going right to the top, which is what, Port Douglas?
Nah, Cape up.
Up
yeah, Port.
What was it called? Hang on.
But 20 minutes. 20 minutes out of 3 days is fuck all.
Yeah. Well, but if you're going to go inside, you'll see fuck all in one end. Yeah, honestly, I'd probably nearly go to the coast. It won't be too much different. It won't be too much different going New England to the coast road now these days because the bypass is pretty good.
Okay.
Probably the New England, you're doing 100, then you come into town, you drop to 80. You go through the town doing 50, then you're back up to 80, then 100. So you're constantly dropping down and up. Where the coastal highway, you're bypassing everything. And I think it's 110 now, is it, Smitty? From Newcastle to...
Yeah, you'll have some sections where you slow down to 100, but mainly it's all 110 all the way through.
And that's my two beats.
Because oh,
nice.
The only reason I thought
nice.
That it was like 16 or 17 hours or
That's
something.
my car.
Thanks, Smitty.
No,
Stick a barrel.
It depends. You think when you go up New England High, but you still got to make your way to the coast to get up the coast.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get Goondiwindi, which is near Warren, and you'll still have to sort of venture back towards Brisbane and shoot up the coast road anyway. So it's you're not going to lose much time off going that way.
We'll figure it out.
I honestly think, because like I can tell you now, it takes me an hour and 20 to get to Sydney from here, or hour and 20 to get to Newcastle. Then it takes 3 hours from here to Hornsby, which is Sydney.
Because I know I wanted to go straight up to Cape Tribulation and then work our way back.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I know where you're going. But honestly, I'd go the coast road. The coast road, you'll have 2 or 3 spots up the north side of Iluka, but Woodburn's bypass just open too. So, and Ballina is pretty much open. So the only place you're going to sort of slow down is sort of the Ballina and the border of like in the Gold Coast, and Coffs Harbour's just a bottleneck because you've got to go through the town. It's not bypassed.
Yeah. Not really fussed on the way back, because I want to stop and throw the Phantom in the air and my FPV and do a bit of drone flying, so it doesn't matter on the way back whether it's a short way or a long way.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Now that things have changed, it's just as quick, straight up the coast, right to the top.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. An enjoyable drive, like you'll be better going up the coast. Okay, even if it is 20 minutes longer or an hour longer.
Scenery.
Driving up the guts, you're just looking at fucking paddocks and bush.
Yeah, but we can stop and have sex in the paddock and the bush.
Well, we can stop and have sex on the coast too. Hello.
Yeah, you can go in the crevice and the cave and the canyon and all sorts of stuff on the coast.
There you go.
Cape Tribulation is a nice spot I want to get to, and then I said we got 3 weeks to work our way back.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is if you go inland, you won't get sand in crevices.
Hey, mate, I am on the bottom, mate. He'll be on the bottom if there's sand. Not me.
I can stand up my fucking ass. Fuck that.
Well, I'll flick my own budgie and you can worry about it yourself.
That's it.
Back in the day, Kaz, back in the day before the Grafton bypass open and the Urunga bypass open, it used to take 7 hours from here to the Gold Coast, and it takes 7 hours from here to Canberra. Back in the day, now the bypass is open at Urunga, and the bypass is Grafton. You cut a good 25 minutes to half hour off at Grafton, and because my brother lives at Iluka, which is the other side, and he said it only takes 2.5 hours to get fucking down here.
Yeah,
and a 4-hour drive normally from here to Iluka. Coffs Harbour's 3. Or Grafton used to be 3 hours from here. So now you got the bypass. You'd be about right. It says take 2 hours 20 minutes, 2.5 hours. He said to get to Iluka, which normally was a 4-hour drive with bypass. So being it used to be 7 hours, so it'd be nearly 6 hours to the border of the Queensland and Brisbane.
Yeah.
So I think honestly the coast is the way to go.
Go to the coast, Kaz.
Yeah.
If you're going by Brisbane, if you're not stopping there, try go through there like late at night or very early in the morning. Because if you go any other time, you're going to get caught through with all the roadworks they're doing through what's that bypass around Brisbane, Smitty? That's always busy there. I try to go through there at about 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I haven't been up there for a long time. I know they got a great expressway, and like once you get on to go through Heads and get on the expressway through Brisbane and that, you're pretty much on your way.
Just don't get caught there during peak hour.
Yeah, because on the expressway,
especially when you've been driving for a long time, the last thing you'll be doing is stop start.
Yeah, it'll be April.
We're actually
next
leaving.
Year, so.
We'll probably be leaving here on the Good Friday for Easter.
Yeah,
and that's when we're going to head straight up.
Yeah.
So they won't get any speeding fines or anything because they'll be flying. Kaz is opening up the new. Kaz is starting up the new Qantas fucking airline service.
Well, because like even when Smitty asked earlier about Summer Nats, obviously we were going to go to Summer Nats, but now that that's cancelled and like it's Mars's 50th next year, so I want to do something. That's why we were going to go to Summer Nats. So I'm like, well, fuck it, we'll go away in April. I've got like basically a month off work in April, so we thought,
you got to call in and see.
We're not booking accommodation or anything like that. We're just going to wing it
until we get there.
We've got the wagon.
You got the shaggin' wagon.
Yeah. And, we've got like the blow up mattress for the back of that. So we're just going to wing it. And every 2-3 days, get online, maybe find a caravan park or a motel or whatever, so we can stop, have showers,
That's it.
and a night's sleep there, and then just back in the car and off we go again.
That's it.
And Queensland's the only state neither of us have been.
Yeah.
You guys have got
Queensland.
all the Aussie YouTubers too. You've got Dave and Sally and Tyler, and then you've got Skid Pig and all them further
Yeah,
up.
well, Dave wants to catch up with us.
Yeah, we're going to try and catch
Matt
up with
wants
Dave.
to catch up with us and stuff. So
Yeah.
we're like, yeah, well, fuck it. 3 week road trip for Mars's 50th.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, I'd love to catch
3
up.
weeks isn't long enough.
Yeah, I know.
oh, will be because I'll be hanging out to get back to work. As sick as that sounds, so I'll be hanging out. I love
much as a trip.
Dion, I'm just outside of Sydney, mate.
You what?
Yeah, in Sydney, Liverpool.
Oh, Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dion asked if he's in Queensland.
Soccer.
Yeah.
But we know
I've
the
got
coast
family up
quite
there, so
well.
I'll drive up there whenever I can.
Yep.
Yeah, I got cousins in Brizzy.
I'm in the East Islands.
Oh, we'll hit one. We'll hit New Zealand.
Hey, I've got a passport for that. They might let me back into Australia.
What happens over here, Kaz?
You fuck sheep.
Yeah, woolly jumper.
No.
Woolly jumper. Woolly jumper. Woolly jumper.
I've got to clear my sinuses.
No, that's not a real fuck. All right. I can't hear it go.
What, like this? Get her every time. What's worse is it's better on the microphone because it actually sounds more intense.
There, mate. I think the COVID's supposed to be all
next weekend.
COVID done and dusted, is
it?
Yeah, we done and dusted.
Yeah. Borders are, what did they say, the 23rd,
December.
Oh, everyone change it. Each different state.
Yeah, the different states, but in December.
How many
all over
cases?
before
We can visit Queensland in December, Brisbane, yeah.
Yeah, they want everyone
How many-
open by Christmas.
No, it was no.
How many new cases over in Oz?
Fuck all.
Nothing.
Victoria,
2 weeks.
14 days, 0. No cases, no deaths in Victoria, and we're the ones that have got all the bloody bullshit at them. Oh, actually, no, all New South Wales has taken over because they've got like 1, 2, 3, what they have 4.
Oh, I can't
4.
remember.
It's just jump. Yeah, but it hasn't gone like 10 or anything. We're in at 2, 3, and we've gotten 14 days straight 0, nothing at the moment. So yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, we're still getting drags. There's one new case out in the community which has not been traced to anything. So,
No, yeah, there's been. You've got some cases popped up there too, just recently in New Zealand too.
the
Yeah,
silly fuckers are still bringing people in from overseas.
yeah, and as soon as they don't quarantine, mate, it's going to
Yeah,
go.
that's how it goes.
The idiots don't quarantine because they're told. Security's running it. You've got bloke security that's banging some Sheila up there that's probably got COVID. Of course, there's an outbreak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't have
Well, a
private.
root's a root.
Yeah, but you can't have private security. You've got to have the army or the cops because they're a bit more hardcore and that kind of stupidity happen.
But the silly fuckers, they could have quarantined all the people on cruise ships that aren't being fucking used at the moment. Stick them at sea.
Yeah. Or you can't
Problem with
quarantine like that, Craig, because even a hotel is not a good quarantine because of all the air conditioning systems.
Yeah.
Like Legionnaires, and like it's sort of kind of defeats the purpose when they sort of do that in quarantine. Everyone should be in their own little capsule and nothing to do with the next room, and the air can't be combined and all that. So the ships, that you can't do it on the ship because of that reason. You know what I mean?
That's why I travel so quick through the ship, because it's recirculated.
Well, that's like a same thing, It's a incubator sort of setup. You know what I mean? It's just going to spread. It's not going to not spread. According,
we're very lucky in Australia and New Zealand how spread out we actually.
Yep. Yeah.
Compared to like Italy, New York, places like that, they're all on top of each other. So
yeah, you can't. Like, I agree, Matt. When I saw the graph at the start of the year, I saw the graph planes here.
We'll call it in a minute. See you.
All we had was just the freight companies flying. In America, they still had everybody flying here, there, and everywhere. Like, you can't travel, mate. You need to stop traveling, man. We're lucky.
Exactly.
The world out. We're lucky here.
Yeah, we're very lucky. And that's the sort of luck we've had to help reduce it. If we lived on top of each other like some countries do, it'd be right through here as well.
It'd be the same thing, man.
Exactly. London, England's probably the worst.
England's probably bad. All of Europe, they all crossing countries.
And they're coming into winter.
Nothing, you know.
Yeah.
Crazy. And you can't shut it.
It's coming into winter, so.
Yeah, and that's right. Even worse, they're winter now, which makes it worse for the virus. But it's hard over there because nothing's been. I know they've been in lockdown, but they're in lockdown. But people can still travel in and out of the country. Like, well, it's kind of again defeats the purpose. But it's it's new to everyone, and we're just lucky that we're separated and no one's coming into the country. So we are, compared to the rest of the world, fucking lucky. Fucking oath we are.
What's Kaz gone for a slash now, actually?
Oh, probably.
I was about to say we might call it, fellas, but if you go up the east coast anyway, up the coastway, Mars, you'll be able to call in on the way up and on the way down. So
we will, mate. We will. Well, before we take off anyway, look, worst case worse, if I need to grab your phone number or something, I'll get in contact with you.
Yeah, not a problem.
Coming up or down because who knows?
Up the guts is a good idea, but honestly, the coast road's more scenic now these days, and I don't think there's not much difference.
I'd rather the coast on the way back.
Depends where you want to go. If you want to go behind Brisbane and near, because my brother lived at fucking Boona, which is near Warwick and Goondiwindi, so we used to go after and then shoot up Summerlin Highway through Casino, Kyogle, go the Lions Road in the Rathdown and then into Boona.
Yeah.
That road that you're planning to go on.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, if you still want to get to the coast from there, you still got to go past Ipswich to Brisbane, get to the coast road to shoot up the coast. So honestly, if you just go the coast road, you'll be right. I don't think you're going to
do that.
You're not going to cut too much time out going up the guts.
Yeah. Like I said, on the way back, we're not fast on time, so it doesn't matter. But going, straight down the middle, the quickest and fastest way there is the way I'm going to travel. On the way back, I don't care, man.
Well, like Matt said, like on the highway, you can do 110 plus.
130.
On the country road up the guts, like your New England highway, that it's just pretty much more 100 to 50 to 80, 100 to 50 to 80. So that's my.
As long as we get to stop and have a jack with you, and steal one of your stickers to put on my car.
Yeah, I got it. So give us your address. Hit me up on Instagram. Send me your address, and I'll post it.
All right. I'll search you up on Insta.
Because I've got skid pick on my car. I've got overtaking lane on my car.
We're getting there. We finally got our skid pick T-shirts too the other day. They finally rocked up. And stubby holders, because we won the third T-shirt, but at medium we wouldn't have fit neither one of us. So
I told them to
keep that, put it back in the drawer thing, and they sent us stubby holders instead of that third T-shirt. So that was good of them, man. They're awesome. Top bloke.
Not a problem. One more quick. Weather looks good on the Gold Coast. The Gold Coast is shit, mate. You don't want to fucking go there.
Actually, the other day when we seen on the news,
that gets me. Everyone goes, "Oh, go to the Gold Coast. Go to the Gold Coast." So many places in the Gold Coast.
I said, if they have hailstorms like what we've seen on the news that you guys had, I'm like,
hailstorms, a lot of fucking hurricanes, mate.
I said to Mars, that's all right. We go to like Raise Outdoors or whatever it's called up your way. I said, we get foam fucking mattresses.
That's it.
Time our roof and our bonnet, and we'll be all right.
The hailstones were bigger than that.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
We
We
know.
see
We
them
got the fucking tinny.
fucking
I
huge
was
cunts,
like,
mate.
Yeah. You see all the solar panels all fucking smashed.
and we see all the cars on the news of all the fucking windows
I
and shit.
do have to hit the Gold Coast. I've got a very dear friend of mine that lives up there, and I want to catch
Yeah.
up with him.
I want to
No
go
worries.
this whole week, but Mars is like,
He's
don't know about
involved in
that.
a bit of the boxing gang there, and I really do want to catch up with him, so I have to hit the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
And on our way home, we're doing, what was that the dirt track thing we were going to do? Where they had the V8 doom buggy things and you go over.
Oh, the ATVs and that, yeah. I don't know, some joint up there got ATVs or something.
Yeah, that'll be up the trees there, up the top.
Off-road vehicle things.
No, I know it was coming back down, and it was down from Brisbane. That's all I remember.
Got no idea.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I think we'll call it. It's fucking 3 hours and 15 minutes. Wow, what a doozy.
Matt, Smitty,
Thanks.
everyone else. Cheers for having
Thanks
us.
heaps. Thanks
Mate.
heaps for fucking popping in, having
Oh,
a chat.
mate. Wrap that we could
Oh,
pop in and
thanks
catch
for
up,
having us.
mate.
Awesome. Not a problem.
All right, man.
Yeah.
See you later, mate.
Okay.
Hey, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Love yous. Bye.
Cheers. Hey, guys. Thanks, everyone in the chat. I know there's 4 of you on there. Thanks for hanging out. And cheers. It was just a ad lib happy hour. Have a drink, have a yarn. Whenever I can't get someone in for my 13 question deal, we'll do something like this. And I didn't expect it to go for 3 hours, but I might be in the shit. But who cares? We'll see. Thanks heaps. Later. I hope you enjoy. Like, subscribe for more content.